Yeah, we did it.
This screen is pretty cool. Well, not this one, but the one that just went off.
This black screen with that spinning thing in the middle. Yeah, I said, I was like, quick, let's talk about it. But we just missed it. But regardless, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Happy Magic Monday to all of you out there. We hope you had an amazing weekend and a good Monday so far. Today is going to be an interesting one. We're obviously going to be playing some Magic because that's what we're here to do. But we are also going to be chatting about some stuff. If you saw Friday's stream, you know why. But we are looking forward to hearing folks' opinions. We're always looking forward to hearing folks' opinions. But tonight we'll be asking specifically as opposed to just, hey, let us know how your life is going, which you can also do. But yeah. As we've turned Magic Monday into, it's more chat with us about random nonsense while Joe struggles through a game of Magic the Gathering.
Hey, when it was Kamigawa, you were doing well.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, yes. So during Kamigawa, it was talk about random nonsense with us as Joe competently plays a game of Magic the Gathering. But anyway, we are here for our Magic Monday stream. I'm glad to have you all with us. I look forward to these, throughout the week and the weekend and etc. So we're here to have some fun, to play some games. And again, this week is interesting because we get to talk about what Friday's stream is going to look like. So I'm excited for that as well.
Yeah, me too.
Right? But yeah, I guess we can do our little intro in the beginning. For those of you who may be new, whether you're watching live or on the VOD, what's going on, everybody? This is Joe.
And Amy.
We are Geek for All, and we are here, as I said, for Magic Monday. We are playing some MTG Arena, specifically some Streets of New Capenna draft and or sealed. I think... I like so...
It's the set mastery thing.
That's this, mastery. These.
Oh.
So like if you pay for the set mastery, right? If you pay gems for the set mastery, then as you level up, you get these rewards on the bottom as opposed to these piddly rewards on the top.
Oh.
So.
Okie doke then, never mind.
And to unlock the mastery pass is 3,400 gems.
No thanks.
Which is over a third of what we have currently. So. Yeah, 3,400 gems is basically a draft and a sealed. So.
Oh, in terms of price?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Because 3,400 And sealed is 2,000, draft is 1,500. So it's equivalent. And I'd rather play an extra sealed than draft, thanks.
His beard looks so soft.
And
It?
I just love how it like melds with his hair. Like you don't quite know where one ends and the other one begins.
Yeah.
My mouse is being a little bit of a butt tonight, which is kind of annoying. But
Didn't you put new batteries in it?
I sure did. No, I sure did.
Okay.
I think it's honestly not about the batteries. I think it's about
The sensor.
the USB ports.
Oh.
Because we are chock full of USB ports on this computer, and many of them are full. So.
Gotcha. I love this dog.
You do?
In that picture, like, it's just, like, so realistic looking to me.
Yeah.
Like, the way they captured light and shadow in the fur.
Okay, sure.
It just looks great.
Yeah. I wonder if it was a reference, if it's, like, an animal from the artist's life, like their family pet or something like that.
It looks like an adorable dog. Elfo's here. He says hello. It's nice to see you here, man. How you doing?
Welcome, Elfo.
And Erica says, hi, everybody.
Hello to you both. We have some questions to ask people tonight, and the two of you are good people to help us answer them.
Yes, because we already have asked both Marcus and Battle.
Correct.
So we have their votes.
Correct, as well as some folks on the VOD of Friday's stream.
Ah.
But I think I'm going to try a sealed so that we can chat a little bit more.
Erica says, full disclosure, I'm having a really, really bad night with storm stuff, and I'm currently in a tornado watch until 10 p.m., so I'm kind of falling apart.
Oh, well, Erica, we hope we can distract you as best as possible.
Yeah.
And also, of course, stay safe.
And hopefully it's just going to be a false alarm and you won't lose power and you'll just stay here and you won't even notice that the tornado watch is going on.
That's right.
Elfo, I want to hear about what's going on with you from a health standpoint.
Yeah, how's life?
It's been a while since we've spoken to you, and last we did, you were having some dental issues, and
We just want to make sure everything's cool. This is something that I'm a little, concerned about because we talked about my feelings toward the sealed format, but we have not played any sealed outside of our 15-hour early access sponsored stream.
yeah.
So I'm going to give it a try, and this may be the only time I do this. And we'll see how it goes.
I want to pick the Dougie.
All right, come on. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. Well, I mean, Bootlegger's Stash is a sought-after card, although not typically for limited. Halo Fountain is quite good, although, we've got Obscura and Maestros as our tricolored, and Shadow of Mortality, which, again, for limited, not so much. And also Structural Assault, not so much for limited. So, Halo Fountain, cool. Actually, no. Hostile Takeover is quite good. Obscura Ascendancy is fine. Maybe cast a spell if its mana value is equal to 1 plus the number of soul counters on it. Yeah, no. It's Hostile Takeover is great. Halo Fountain's great.
Let's see. Elfo says, well, I'm still under treatment, and it's getting even more expensive by this time. Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds kind of right, unfortunately.
And also very sucky, but yes.
Yes, also blows.
Yeah.
I broke up with my girl, I moved out, and I'm still doing great on my job.
Okay, so now the breaking up with the girl, is that something that you would like congratulations for or apologies for? Because sometimes it's like getting out of a hostile situation and that's a positive thing.
Right.
And sometimes it's like, I didn't want to, but I needed to for whatever. And, then it's something that we should apologize for.
About it, yeah.
Right. And so I don't want to make assumptions one way or another, but I am super happy to hear that you're doing great in your job. That is awesome.
Yes.
Especially when so many other crazy things are going on, to be able to know that, like, you're still kicking ass at your job
Right.
is super impressive. So congrats on that.
He says, I cried a lot. I still love her.
I hear you. So
I'm
then, yes,
sorry.
we're definitely sorry to hear that.
Erica says, thanks, y'all. This whole week is a little bit rough in terms of storms since there's a chance for them every day up to and including Saturday.
Gross.
Is this a seasonal thing? Like this time of year, you just end up with a lot of those where you are?
Okay, so interesting. I mean, our white is fine. With Halo Fountain, Inspiring Overseer, Skycrier, Rafine's Informant, Backup Agent, and Killshot. Actually, I like Mage's Attendant as well. I don't love Patch Up. Our blue is interesting. We've got Echo Inspector, Double Expendable Lackey, Rooftop Nuisance, Double Case the Joint. I don't love having two of them. Obscura Initiate's good. Make Disappear and Disdainful Stroke. Backstreet Bruiser's fine.
We usually get a decent amount of thunderstorms, but like really severe weather is pretty rare.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Ooh, our black is poor, but that's okay because we weren't trying to play Shadow of Mortality. Green. Triple Kaldaya Strongarm. Freelance Muscle. Elegant Entourage. Jewel Thief. High-Rise Sawjack. Venom Connoisseur isn't even bad. And Attended Socialite. Our gold cards, we have Double Snooping Newsy. We don't love our black, though. We have an Obscura Charm, along with the Ascendancy. Double Spar's Adjudicators. Darling of the Masses and Civil Servant. We did talk about a green-white.
But also, I'm most nervous for Saturday because for no reason and out of nowhere, the expected high temperature jumps from 78 on Wednesday to 91 on Thursday.
Nervous for Thursday.
Okay.
Saturday. Wow.
Wow.
That's a lot.
Yeah. So does that mean that's more like prime circumstances for a tornado to form? Is that why you're nervous about that?
All right. So are we just brokers? I mean, that's like what people will tell you is the best family anyway. No, I mean literally, like actually in terms of play style and win rate and stuff.
It seemed like we had great green cards.
Yep.
And it seemed like we had great blue cards.
And we have pretty good white, and we have the Halo Fountain as well.
Oh, wow.
Come on, Mouse.
Okay.
You can do it. Stop being a butt.
So, yeah.
Thankfully, this is not like a mouse intensive thing. Like I can be a little bit slower on the uptake with it, but still. 3 ready to rumbles. That's a little rough.
It's interesting, Erica, because we're from downstate and now we live up here in Albany, so we're in New York. And when we were younger, we used to have thunderstorms all the time that were severe, and they were usually caused by hurricanes off on the coast that would just cause severe thunderstorms by us. And moving up here, you wouldn't think, because we're just a couple hours away, you wouldn't think it would change as drastically as it does. But up here, I really don't think we get anywhere near that kind of stuff up here. Yeah. We do get snow squalls, however, during the wintertime, though, which we never used to get downstate. But we really don't have a lot of severe thunderstorms here, and we don't have, like, hurricane issues either. Not that we had hurricanes where we were. It was just that a hurricane existing caused severe thunderstorms where we were. So it was far enough removed. But I just feel that it's kind of interesting how much of a fluctuation happened between living down there and living up here.
Okay, well, we have a relatively decent curve. What's our creature count? I'm a little worried. 21. Okay, that's crazy good.
Wow.
We have like barely any non-creatures. Silly me. Okay, so then I guess we can cut creatures as opposed to non-creatures.
She says that means more unstableness in the atmosphere, which can cause more storms, but not necessarily severe ones.
Gotcha.
Okay. I figured it would be the same number, but more severe, but you're saying it's the opposite. That's normally the case for me. The last few years have been absolutely wild with new levels of scary weather I'd never dealt with before.
Gotcha.
So maybe it's a climate change thing.
Cut one strong arm. Maybe we cut a second. I mean, these cards are great, but we've got double adjudicators, which I want. It helps us fix our mana. Obviously, the hideouts do as well, and we want to be able to cast our spells because I'm crazy like that, I suppose. Amy,
Yeah.
what is our deck box art?
One of our red cards, perhaps.
Okay, so we have Daring Escape, Strangle, Antagonize, Big Score, Ready to Rumble, Structural Assault, Wrecking Crew.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Did you have to do that? That's so loud. Oh, God.
Marcus is here. He says, truck done inside 2 hours. Happy Monday.
That's impressive.
Very nice, Marcus.
And happy Monday to you as well.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we have 40 cards. What are our sleeves?
Ooh, what do you guys want as our sleeves? I usually pick the sleeves, but we've got a lot of options this time around, which we usually don't.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, this bottom row down here is Blastoise and then one of each of the symbols. So, I mean, it could be Brokers for the Brokers deck, but otherwise these are our options for sleeves. Everything you can see on the screen.
Sorry, I was swallowing water.
Oh, I was going to say, I would be happy to read it. It's not like we're doing anything, pertinent over here on my side of the screen.
Erica says, I've said before that in the summer of 2019, we got 2 very, very, very near misses in the span of a week with tornadoes. But before that, the worst we'd ever had was a storm with straight winds. Interesting.
Okay.
Interesting. It sounds like it might be a climate change thing. Marcus says, lion or brokers?
Where's the lion? Am I dumb?
What lion?
I must be missing it. I'm possibly dumb.
And Erica says Rutha.
Rutha. Amy, can you break the tie? The 3-way tie? Do you have a preference between lion, brokers, or Rutha? Or among lion,
I was
brokers,
going to
Rutha?
say Dina.
Of course you're going to say Dina. God damn it, people. And by people, I mean,
Our Ashiok one is pretty cool, and we don't use that super a lot.
I like the Ashiok one. But we're not, our deck is green, white, blue.
So let's use the Quandrix one. Because that's 2 of our 3 colors.
Yeah. I don't know. I think based on...
I just don't love the new sleeves.
No, neither do I.
They're just...
I think they're very bad.
Yeah.
I mean, you got them for free, so, I guess I can't complain.
Right.
Because, we just have them and we could just never use them. Because, I don't like them at all. I mean, Obscure is probably the coolest. Just in terms of the color, I think. But, yeah, otherwise I agree. It's rather plain.
I think the Cabaretti one is fine.
Fair enough. Just because you like the symbol or you like the actual sleeve design?
Yeah, I think it's because I like the symbol. Erica says it's definitely a climate change issue for sure. In the summer of 2020, we had the hottest summer day on record for Wisconsin with a high of 120.
Gross.
Which was an almost 22-degree jump.
That's insane.
What the fuck?
That's crazy.
Ew.
Crazy.
That's not a Wisconsin temperature.
No, God, no.
And that is not a temperature that anyone would think was a Wisconsin temperature.
I'm gonna be the shitty, let's get the stereotype out of the way very quickly, and I'll just say, whatchamacallit? I'll just say, but it was gonna melt all your cheese. There, that's all I had to say. I'll keep this hand. We can't cast the Initiate, but we can cast everything else in our hand, which is great. We'll do Rafine's Informant first, then Backup Agent. Or actually, no, then Mage's Attendant. Backup Agent last, I suppose.
Alpha says, turn up the volume, please. It's too low. And do I have my sound at...
And I have my sound
at max.
Us, the game, or both, Alpha? If it's the game, I could definitely understand. I think I'm actually going to discard the Initiate. Get a counter, and now we don't have to worry about blue cards right now.
Erica says, last year we had a week in June where we had snow flurries on Monday with a high of 36. And the next day, the high was 78.
Wow.
Then 86 the day after. Elfo says both.
Both. Okay.
We will see what we can do. Give us a moment.
Yeah, give me 1 sec. Just going to swing in for this attack, and then I'll go to OBS. Now, the game sounds are going to be gone for a moment. Just bear with me. Okay, but they'll be back. Okay, so it's my turn. Let's play this. I guess we go to combat first. We do the responsible thing. Go like this. They have to have something here. Cool. Glad you used it now. Boom. Echo Inspector. Connive. Draw, then discard. It's probably just going to be a... Good lord. Well, I guess I'm discarding a land for this one. Holy shit, deck. Okay, anyway. Interesting. I can, like, put this up here and this up here? Is that too loud for folks? Is that okay? How does that sound?
What are we thinking, Elfo and everybody else, just to make sure it's not too loud for everyone else?
Right. Yes, definitely let us know that as well. I'll attack for 2 in the air. They go to 14. That's a sorcery. So yes, Mage's Attendant, please. Now, this can counter a non-creature spell unless its controller pays 1 if we pay 1 and sacrifice it. Oh, right. I should, if I want to see what y'all are saying in chat. I'll agree that you two are a touch quiet. Thank you.
Okie doke then. I didn't really notice much of a change, actually. It is better, but not by much.
Huh. Okay.
Huh.
Hold on. Good to know.
What is
Very interesting.
going on?
That's plugged in. Okay, so hold on. Let's attack here. And here, I suppose. We could trade off with their 2-1. You got it.
It's the same, just turn up your voices.
That's the important stuff. I can understand that. I'll just turn up the game. That might be a drastic leap, but how does that sound to everybody? Is that better? Worse? Same? Casualty 1. I can get the backup agent out of here. Tap both of their creatures and draw 2 cards.
Much better.
Awesome.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I turned up the gain on our microphone, so that should
Maybe
work.
it got accidentally turned down a little bit when we were touching it during the weekend.
Yeah, because we did some video chats with friends this weekend, so it's definitely possible. They said nice. Thanks, I suppose. Do we play this 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? I guess we can, yeah. Because this is +1/+0, destroy an enchantment or draw 2 cards. Yeah, I'll play this for now. Get the Alliance trigger off the Elegant Entourage, give it to the Flyer, and then attack for a fair amount. They're at 4. I will play the land, sure. We still have a card in hand, so even though it's not the patented Geek for All hand land, Sleep with the Fishes on the 4/4 is fine. It taps, they get a fish. And we win. No, we don't win. We do if we do this. Target creature control gets +1/+0. It deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls. Okay. I'm going to do it to the Echo Inspector only because then the bird at least has more power in hopes of code. That's a good game. Good game.
Thank you, Dodo911.
So, I guess while we're at this point, because I know we have Erica and Elfo here,
Yes, we also have Marcus, but he's already voted.
Correct.
You can still change your mind, though, Marcus, if you'd like to change your vote at this
Yes.
point.
So-
We're not, like, counting you out of the conversation.
Yes. I'll let Amy read Erica's thing, and then hopefully what I'm about to talk about Erica can help to distract a bit. So.
She says, I'm really not doing well over here. The anxiety is emanating from my stomach and, like, giving me chills, and I cannot describe to you how much I hate this.
That is a lot of shittiness. I'm so sorry. Like I said, hopefully this can distract a bit. Gusting. Anyway, this Friday, because if you missed it this past Friday, wow, this hand's bad.
Ironically, our opponent's name isn't going to help.
If you missed it this past Friday, this hand is better. Wow, a lot better. What do we get rid of here? Shit. No citizens. You. We beat X-Men Legends 2 Rise of Apocalypse on stream on Friday. So, with that being said, we need a game to play this Friday, to start this Friday. We have some options that we have already presented, and like we said, Marcus has already given his 2 cents. Again, as Amy said, Marcus, we would still love to hear from you if you've changed your mind or have opinions and reasons, etc. But otherwise, we want Erica, Elfo, anybody else who's watching and hasn't commented yet, you're more than welcome to put in a vote. The choices that we gave are, because we played X-Men Legends and X-Men Legends 2, should I just do this? Feels like I should. We decided to... we're asking if you want us to play a Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2, or there is the Batman Arkham series, or there is a Pokemon Fire Red Nuzlocke. Now, that being said, all of them will be played eventually. So if you pick one, you're not eliminating the others, I promise. But still, if you have a preference among those 3, definitely let us know. Do I attack here? I don't think I do. They're at 18, we're at 22. I think I feel okay.
Erica says, I'm so sorry, I missed the end of that. I had a really, really rough day, and I just needed rest.
Not a problem whatsoever, Erica. First of all, don't forget the VOD is always up if it's something that you want to see for yourself, but if you're saying you apologize because, because we missed you, I mean, of course we did, but at the same time, it's totally understandable. Not a problem at all.
Yeah. I promise, and if I haven't been conveying this enough, then I'm attempting to do so now. You guys don't need to apologize for not being at a stream. I really appreciate and I really love that you care that much.
Agreed.
I really truly do, but it's not necessary.
Agreed. And it's, like Amy said, it's appreciated, but definitely not required. Jax is the Troublemaker. What do you do again? Discard a card, create a token that's a copy of another creature you control, gains haste, and when it dies, draw a card, sack it at the beginning of the next end step. Gotcha. So it's basically Blitz on a copy of a creature or something. Okay. Well, let's go to combat. Swing in with both here. See what happens. Because it's got to be a double block for a 1-to-1 trade for Adjudicators. Good. So we can do this for the Initiate, this for the Attendant, and pass.
Erica says, between those 3, which I want to watch all of, actually.
That's why I specified.
I think, personally, my ranking is number 1, the Nuzlocke, number 2, the Arkham series, and number 3, MUA.
Okay, so that's why I specified. We will definitely play all of them no matter what. So it's not that's why I wanted to make that point. Interesting.
All right, so let's go through what everyone's vote was. We don't have to specify who said what.
No, we have one vote for each at this point, before counting Erica's. So, yeah. I guess we go like this and get those off the field. And then we take the 5 and a trample over for 1 or whatever. You draw a card. Okay. Expendable Lackey. That's a good one, but I guess we go to combat first. 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. But we don't have the white that we need to do both of these because we only have a single white. Interesting. Okay, so we will not be giving the initiate lifelink here. The 5-3. Okay, just a chump block. Got it. Okay.
So there you go, Elfo. If you were trying to like go with the underdog or somebody, unfortunately, it's a 3-way tie.
Well, but Erica gives one more point to the Nuzlocke.
Oh, she does. Okay.
Well, because again, she ranked number 1
yeah, I
Nuzlocke,
didn't
right?
realize.
So
Okay.
technically, that's a vote for Nuzlocke. So that's 2 for Nuzlocke, 1 for Arkham and Ultimate Alliance.
Okay.
And yes, I am looking forward to 1, playing them myself, and 2, Amy seeing all of those as well. So Jaxis duplicates again. Yep. Thankfully, we have this expendable lackey here, who is very expendable and able to block.
We have the Expendables.
I hope not. That was not a great movie.
It wasn't.
I mean, I don't know. I guess people that enjoy those types of movies probably enjoyed it.
Erica says, I've played all 3, so I can offer the same amount of wit and charm for each, but I like watching people navigate Nuzlocks, especially when the decisions get tough.
Sure. Let's go like this. Oh, we do not have the double white. That's going to make things a little complicated, isn't it? Okay. That's fine. They're at 2. I'm going to drop this Rafine's Informant. Whatever we mill off the top, essentially. Yep, a land. Good, actually. That's super helpful. And then Expendable Lackey can be done at instant speed. So I'm just going to wait and do that. Oh, activate only as a sorcery. Never mind. Okay. Well, the question is, do we die? 1, 2... So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? No, we don't. Because we can... Oh, yes, we do. Yeah. All right. Well, I should read my cards better. But it's fine. Like I said, I'm more interested in folks' opinions on these gameplay things. So yeah, like when we, if more people show up throughout the course of the night, if and when they pop in chat. Also, by the way, folks, if you're watching this on the VOD and it's before Friday, go ahead and leave your opinions. That's the idea. Oh, I think I was counting Jax's. So I think we might be okay. 3, 4, 5, 6. They said oops. Uh-oh. They tried to duplicate Ginny? They messed up something. Okay. Well, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thank God they threw this one. Whew! We didn't deserve to win it, but we sure did. Yeah. It's fine. They're playing it post-combat. It doesn't matter. We have 2 flyers that are both lethal.
Okay.
Yeah. And they can see it.
Thank you, Gusting.
It's gusting. There were 2 U's there.
Erica says, Storm update. Hesitant positive change.
Okay.
The one big system appears to be splitting into 2, and the weakest area appears to be what we're most likely to be hit by.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Fingers crossed then.
So, yeah. That sounds good.
Like I said, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Gust, what the hell? Oh, it's Gust the Destroyer. But still, what is happening? I'm a little worried. I'm not gonna lie. What's happening? All right. We have 4 land, but we have 3 5-drops in hand. Oh no.
I would mulligan. That's my vote.
Oh no. Amy.
I just told you what I would do. Don't ask me, ask Chad.
Oh my god. Game, what are you doing? Well, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Guess we ditched the... Yeah, we ditched the rooftop nuisance.
Thanks, Tim Allen.
You're welcome.
When I say splitting, The system is kind of moving like a cell in mitosis, and the connecting band of the weakest area of activity is what looks most likely to move on us. Interesting.
They're Jund. Oh, and they have their avatar as such as well. Interesting. Okay. A 3/1 Maestro's initiate.
Well, let's try to stop talking about the storm, because maybe that's just making it worse.
Oh, I think it's I think if that's what's helping her, then please continue to talk about it. If you want to, right? I'm not gonna. Interesting. Making the treasure, like getting the 3/3 on the field and making the treasure feels relevant, but I think we attack first. Because they want that thing in the graveyard, I suppose. So they're going to seemingly trade off. Yep, okay. That's fine. We get the 3/3 on the field now. With the treasure to make blue if we need it, but also if we draw an untapped land, we can play this freelance muscle next turn instead, because we know we have the blue with the broker's hideout. So even if we don't draw the blue, but still, if it's any untapped land, we can play this freelance muscle.
Yeah.
They passed through their entire turn. That is somewhat scary. But I guess we can go ahead and attack first. They take the 3. We'll play the Overseer. Gain a life, draw a card if it hits. There's no blue on that side, so no counter spells. Big score. Okay, that's fine. More than fine.
Erica says, I keep hearing one specific chime in the background music, slightly louder than everything else, and I keep thinking a phone is ringing. Crying, laughing face. Is it weird like that? Let me put my headphones on, see if I hear it. I gotta put both ears in though, so because sometimes certain sounds are only in one ear.
Look what we drew. Convenient and helpful. Play the expendable lackey. And pass. They're not in white either, so no board wipes that I'm afraid of. There's no blue, so there's none of that rare Maestro spell. Okay, Voice of the Vermin's not bad for them.
I also listened to the cast recording of a new musical today, and holy moly, is it not written for me, but it is so important.
Okay, what is it? And why is it so important? I guess, well, I have the other green in hand, so I guess I go get the second blue with this hideout. Gain a life.
I think I might have heard it in my right ear.
There's the blue. Combat before the freelance muscle. No attacks with the lackey, but we'll do these two for sure. Do they have pump or something, or burn? Because otherwise, I mean, we just get rid of their shield counter, but fake your own death. But it doesn't die, so okay. Freelance muscle it is. Yeah, whatever, I'll pay with the treasure, it's irrelevant. We're gonna have 6 land next turn anyway, so. And that's, we don't have anything higher than 5, I think, in this deck.
I'm not hearing it, Erica. I'm sorry.
No, me neither.
I would have wanted to.
I was also paranoid because I have some tabs open on Chrome, and so I'm like when you said that, I was like, oh god, is one of the tabs like playing sound or something right now? Because yeah, we're at 22, you're at 15, no blocks.
I just pulled my hair out of my face, but there was a piece of hair in my mouth.
Ew.
And it like ripped the hair out of my head because it was between my teeth. Or like not like between my 2 teeth, but like between my jaw, you know, and my upper and my lower jaw.
Yeah, your mouth was closed. Your
Yeah.
teeth were closed.
And
yeah.
I just pulled the hair out of my head because it was in my mouth.
Alright, so actually, now that they played this random 3/1, we can attack with the... We can still attack with this lackey. This is upsetting greatly, but still fine. Let's see if they block. I doubt it. Yep, didn't think so. Land. Venom Connoisseur for the third time.
She says it's an entire show about and by LGBT black people, and it is just so important for representation.
Hell yeah, it is. That sounds great. We actually just found out last night that at some point next month, and I won't specify just in case, but at some point next month, a very close friend of ours is going to be performing for the second time at Carnegie Hall in New York City. With her choir. Which is really awesome. Good. Expendable Lackey dies. I get it. Like, they had first strike. We just play this 2/2 flyer. Sure, Death Touch is irrelevant. I'll remember that this can only be done at sorcery speed. And end the turn. Don't really want the Revel Ruiner trading with my flyer, so I have no blocks. I just take 4.
It's called A Strange Loop, which is about an LGBT black man named Usher writing a musical about the life of an LGBT black man named Usher, who is writing a musical about, and so on and so on.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
What?
I love it. Oh, God. Okay, so they were hoping that I blocked with Obscura Initiate on the Gold Hound. Alright, let's give everything Death Touch, because 2 creatures will enter the battlefield. There's 1. Death Touch. Make the 1/1. There's 2. Death Touch for everybody. Combat. Attacks. Lifelink, because I got nothing else going on, because of this patented Geek for All hand land. Trades over there. Good. And 10 to 13.
Does the music sound like Usher music?
That'd be a weird musical.
That would be weird.
1, 2, 3, 4. They could. Yeah, they can draw a card. Okay. Well, we're both top decking, but they had that extra card draw, which gives them a bit of an edge. I won't lie. Okay. This is only countered if they pay 1. Or if they can't pay 1, I suppose. Land and...
She says there's so much biting remark on modern Broadway and modern gay culture and how it sucks being overweight in a community that either thinks weight is ugly or fetishizes it.
Gotcha. Very interesting. Okay, so what we want to do here is play backup agent, put the counter on the initiate, and then just kind of go off as best we can. Right, so we go like this. Counter on the initiate. Go to combat. Attack with both of these. They block with one of the tokens. Both of the tokens in case we have pump or something. That's fine. Give this lifelink. So we do a 6-point life swing. They go to 7, we go to 16. And keeping the hand land, we end our turn.
She said it also won the Pulitzer for drama and is the most Tony-nominated show of the season. So, you know, it's also being very recognized.
That's awesome.
That's very cool.
The fuck is this? Whenever a creature you control with haste attacks, create a tap treasure. Okay, that's irrelevant to me. 7 damage would bring us to 9? Okay for now. Come on, deck. Okay. think we still win this race. In fact, I know we still win this race. I guess I just do this. They're empty-handed, so... Yep, 4-12. I guess we can play the green, I guess, and then pass.
She says Elle Morgan Lee actually made history as the first openly trans person to be nominated for a Tony for her performance in it.
Hell yeah.
Very cool.
Very, very cool. All right, so notably, they drew their card for the turn, then sacked their land to draw a card, which means that they didn't like what they drew, which is a good sign, because it means they're fishing for an answer here. Pass to attackers. They just swing in with both of these again, make another tap treasure.
I mean, it also sucks that it took so long, because that's kind of stupid, but it's cool at the same time.
They don't attack with both, of course. I said both, but I was wrong, because any of our other two creatures would be lethal for them, since they're taking the 3 in the air. We drew a Halo Fountain. We do have the double white, but not this turn. So, combat. Swing with the flyer. Only. Give it lifelink. I guess I could have made a 1/1 instead, but it's fine. I'd rather gain the 3 life since they have a lot of power on their side of the field. I'll just drop this mythic and pass.
Between the Halo Fountain and the show that Erica's talking about in chat,
yeah,
I'm gonna have Beyonce and Usher songs stuck in my head all night.
You know, we talked last week about flyers, man. They are very strong and powerful. Sack a creature, discard a card, and lose 4 life. Yeah, hand land. This one just in case, I suppose. We go to 8. I mean, we just block the 4-powered thing, take 4, and get a 4. Cool. Nick's. Okay.
Thank you, Gus the Destroyer.
Brokers, man.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
We are 3-0. Let's keep it going.
Oh, okay. Erica says, and like, as someone who grew up with white people being the dominant force in musical theater,
Yep.
and seeing no black representation in her favorite shows, to see a show by and about LGBT black people being unapologetically themselves and also having 11 Tony nominations, it's so important that we, as the audience, most catered to finally see black people getting represented, getting representation they need.
Hell yeah. Fully agree.
Sorry. Well, there's a lot.
All right, so Broker's Hideout. Either way, we get tapped lands here, but I guess if we do it this way, we don't have the adjudicators down. So I might as well get this and then pass. I hate doing this on, like, at instant speed on somebody else's turn. It's not like I would do anything different. Gilded Pinions? Really? I do not think that card's good. Okay. Fair enough. What do I know, right? I'm bad at this format.
They're like assholes.
Everybody's got them and most of them stink?
Yeah.
What are we trying to say?
Gilded Pinions.
Got it, because opinions. I get it. So...
Really, all that means is that after the whole bleaching buttholes thing, they're gonna go straight to gilding them in gold.
They already went to sunning them, by the way, after bleaching them.
Oh, they did?
Yes. You gotta sun your tint.
Oh. But why would you... Okay. You just made it whiter. Why are you going to tan it now?
I knew you were going to have questions. This is
why?
Great. Ask all the questions you want. I have none of the answers for you.
Leave your buttholes alone. How about that? They're fine the way they were before.
All right, land off the top gets us Darling, and that would be insane. They did just drop the security rocks, which is a little scary, but we do have this flyer, which is nice. So we can actually get in for some damage, which is important.
Rich just got here. He says, interesting conversation to walk in on. Yes, it sure is.
Rich, you've missed nothing. No blocks.
Well, you did miss us asking what game we should begin playing come Friday.
Very
now that
good
we've
point.
Finished X-Men Legends.
Correct. So
I almost said the wrong thing.
X-Men Legends 2 Rise of Apocalypse we finished on Friday. So what we were asking, Rich, if you have a vote, if you don't, it's fine, but if you do, we would love to hear it. If you have a preference among let's see. Erica wrote it down here as well, so it can help me a bit. Right. The Marvel Ultimate Alliance, which would follow up nicely from X-Men Legends. Oh, God. 2 counters. Yes, on the flyer. So we want to do this. Sorry, need to focus on this first. Counters there. That is not a citizen, but still works fine. We swing it with everybody. Make a citizen. Tap another citizen. Hell yeah. Okay, that's fine. They're at 9. So yeah, do we want to follow up X-Men Legends and X-Men Legends 2 with Marvel Ultimate Alliance, with the Batman Arkham series, or with a Nuzlocke of Pokemon Fire Red? Now to answer his initial question, go for it.
Sorry, I took my glasses off for a second.
Oh.
What's the theme of the deck you're playing?
We are playing a sealed deck of brokers. Alright, so what do we do here? Do we stop this 6 for this is a very tough one. Rogue, Wizard, and Citizen. But this is also a Citizen, so we definitely just play this. But what do we make unable to attack? Or end block? They're at 9, so they just kept everything back. I think we stopped the rocks, I suppose? Guess it doesn't matter either way. We just swing in with everybody, make another citizen, tap that citizen to make a 4/3 lifelink. They get a good block on the Darling. Yep. And on that, but 4, 5, 6 damage, they go to 3. Seems okay for us. We're at 23. Yeah, I'm okay with all that. Like, Darling was helping us out a lot, but, like, we've still got beef in our hands here, so. Yep, they just passed through the turn. So, on board, only 1 damage gets through. Let's Rafine's Informant and draw a card. See what happens. Okay, if we don't draw a Plains... Or no, we already played a land. So we can't play the Mage's Attendant this turn. We need to discard a card. This one. Gets a counter. Drop the Jewel Thief. Okay. Make a treasure. 4 attackers. Strong Arm is a warrior. We just attack with the Adjudicators and see if we can trade off. In fact, we have to... Well, they could chump, I suppose, but something will likely die here on their... Or something will definitely die here on their side. Good. Cool trade. I like it. I like it. We've got 5 attackers. Only 3 of them are lethal, but I guess that would mean we'd only have 4 attackers because we'd use this to make this lethal as well. -3, and we mill 3 cards. Expendable Lackey being one of them. That's an unblockable fish next turn. That's cool.
Erica says this definitely just may be anxiety.
Yes.
Okay. Fugacy? Fugacity?
Fugacity is possible. I thought it was like Fugacity or something. But yes. Whatever.
Okay. Thank you, that person. Anyway.
Amazing.
Erica says this definitely just may be my anxiety talking, but I love you guys a lot, and I hope you understand if I very suddenly have to depart. with little to no notice.
We definitely understand.
We do.
And also, if you do have to, just know we're thinking about you and we hope all stays well.
Yes. And if you are feeling like you would rather stay and can stay, and that might help you to take your mind off of it, or if you want to come back later and while we're still here.
Yeah.
No matter what it is, we support you and appreciate you and love you too.
Agreed. This hand is real bad. Mulligan. This one is... Actually, I was about to say better, but it is, because we have the adjudicator. Silly me. I guess we just get rid of... Ugh, we're such a heavy citizen hand. Fine, it's the connoisseur, I guess. No, it's not. We can actually play that. It's the Skycrier? Sure, it's the Skycrier. Bye.
Rich says, why didn't you swing away?
The turn before the end, mostly because we would have only like gotten in with a 1/1. I felt like it would have been some pretty bad blocks, or the blocks would have been bad on our end, or for us, I suppose. And so like I knew waiting until a later turn would have been beneficial because we had so much going on in our hand and just like playing stuff out. I think we would have only gotten in with the 1/1, and we would have lost a bunch of our creatures in the process. Third land. Initiate? Yeah, because like the Requisitioner is fine. When it dies, they make a treasure. It's a good card, but I think I would love a land off the top here. That would be insanely helpful.
She says the actual storm radar still looks okay, but the actual like appearance of outside is very dark and spooky, which isn't great for me.
Lovely. That sucks a lot.
Rich says cool. Obviously not to that.
Of course. Yeah.
Erica, do you have a basement that you can hang out in?
Do I? 3, 4, 5? Ugh. Gotta trade off with this stupid thing. You get a treasure, but you already have 4 land. Like, I doubt you're... Well, I guess I shouldn't speak out of turn. If you... Okay, 4 drop. So they would have played that either way. I'm not that upset about it. Good. 4th land, thank God. It's only, forever too late, but it's fine. Elegant Entourage? That's a druid. Whereas this, when it attacks, makes a citizen. Yeah, we're fine. We'll play this Darling of the Masses, which is a great blocker. Helps our attacker. Like, we just definitely play that this turn instead. Good stuff. This needs crew 3, so they would need to drop another creature to be able to crew that. Of course, they have 5 cards in hand, so it wouldn't be that difficult, but still. Rabble Rousing. That is a massive problem. That's a... Oh, they don't even attack. Okay. Not as massive of a problem. Thank God. Let's go like this. Let's go like this. Maybe we draw... Because I guess if we draw the 5th land, we want to play the Adjudicators as opposed to the Strong Arm. So maybe we just blitz this in this turn. Put 2 counters on the Flyer, which they have not been dealing with yet. I mean, maybe they just have been, holding back on the removal. And they have it. But regardless, I'm just swinging in for a lot. Playing a 1/1 that's a really good... Or a 2/1, actually. That's a really good blocker for their Halo Scarab. Ah, right, the treasure thing. Okay, that's fine. Darling dies. I'd forgotten about the Capenna Express being fueled with treasure. That is just fine. We drew a card in Killshot, which is a great way of dealing with a train. Is
nice.
Killshotting it.
Yeah.
Right in that engine.
Right. You did it.
Punch a hole in the engine block and call it a day.
Rich, yes, so please give us your vote if you can.
If you have one, yeah. Ooh, good crewing thing. Go ahead, sorry.
Whether you would like the Nuzlocke of Pokemon Fire Red, or the Arkham series, or Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
All right, so with this hand and what we've seen recently, we want a white. Ooh, do I just keep up Killshot here? Feels like... Let's go to combat. They have no flying blockers, so we just attack in the air for 4.
His vote is for Marvel.
Hell yeah, okay.
Okay, so I think we're at 2 for Nuzlocke, 2 for Marvel, and 1 for Arkham.
Correct.
That's where we're at.
Interesting. Okay. We'll have to get some tiebreakers throughout the course of the night. Maybe we'll ask on Twitter and stuff. Or, hold for ransom. Good play. Jewel Thief, Freelance Muscle, Spars Adjudicators. So notably, if we play Spars Adjudicators, stop the Mage's Attendant. Oh no, because they could just crew and then block with the other thing. Interesting. Plus X, where X is the greatest power and toughness. So we just drop another 4/4 here, and then pass. We do not have 7. Oh shit. Maybe we should have played this. Interesting. Okay, whatever.
Erica said you could also ask Marcus to ask Jayanna, and I was just about to say, Erica, you must have read my mind. That hopefully we'll see some more people tonight. Jayanna, Greg, Emilio, and we'll have a few more votes that hopefully will skew it one way or another.
That was a very quick pass back. Now, notably, next turn we have the 7 for Obscura Initiate to come out of its hiding. And so now what I think we do is go to combat, swing with both, because it's just going to become a 9/9 trample. Yep. Now they can crew the train, but that can't stop all of the 9/9. Big score, discards a card, they get to treasure so that they can crew the Capenna Express with that.
Polar Express?
Did they have to do that before? I think they might have. Can they do it now? They're on blocks. Does it work? I actually don't offhand know how that priority works. Okay. They're crewing with the Mage's Attendant. What? That's very interesting. Why not use a treasure? Okay. I'm intrigued. Okay, and they conceded.
Thank you. Opponents, I'm so sorry. I don't know how to read your name.
That's correct. Alright. Ooh, free stuff. A Bloodline Pretender from Kaldheim.
Oh.
What's up, buddy?
That's...
Fun one, fun one. Let's keep it going.
Not what I would expect.
It's the angelic...
Are they still doing Kaldheim for that?
For standard, you mean?
No, I mean just for winning that one single card. They're
It's-
still giving you Kaldheim.
As far as I know, it's just a standard legal card.
Oh, okay.
Is this just Sue? Is that how you pronounce that person's name?
I guess.
Okay, so we can... This is a great hand, actually. We just drop the hideout first, get the planes, and then we have perfect mana. Beautiful. And we gain the life for it, too. I like it. Yeah, with a nice curve out, too. Skycrier on 2, Inspiring Overseer on 3, gain more life. Maybe Elegant Entourage on 4 if we draw a land at all in the next 2 turns. We sure did. Combat first, I suppose. All the lifelink in the world. I love how like it highlights kill shot is if I want to destroy target attacking creature, aka my own. It's like, no, why would I want that? Ooh, we found a better 4 in Echo Inspector. That's hilarious. 1-drop flyer, or 2-drop flyer, 3-drop flyer, 4-drop flyer. Seems good, I guess. Oh my god. Oh no, this card's so good. So good. Okay. Well, they have played no other creatures, so they can attack here. That's fine. It's not like they can block our flyers anyway. Untap a creature or a land. They untap themselves. Yep. Definitely no blocks here. Thank you. We will play this 4th land. Play this Echo Inspector. It connives, so we draw and then discard.
It's pronounced knife, Joe.
You suck. Why? Why'd you do
Did you like it?
Yes. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, well, that's a little scarier. Fine, I'll keep my mana back. Actually, I don't have to. I can just casualty 1, sack this thing, tap both of your things, draw 2 cards, and attack you for 4.
Erica says those rewards cards can be anything in standard. Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, or the adjudicators. What? That's incredible. Okay, yeah, I'll do that too. More threats on the field works for me, man.
She says, I hear curving flyer into flyer into flyer is pretty good.
Yeah, especially in the format that we discussed last week. He's completely dominated by flyers. Yeah, it seems okay. Into lock down one of your opponent's creatures for 2 turns, basically, or a turn cycle. Seems alright. Into locking down 2 of your opponent's creatures for a turn cycle. It's not okay to do things like that. It's rude. Fight rigging is such a good card, though. Alright, so now they're just trying to play the card under it. Because, like, you wouldn't give it to the 5... I guess the 5/5 can block next turn and eat the adjudicators, but... Alright, we drew a land. I guess we just play it, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it lets us play both of these if we really wanted to. I think what I'm going to do is go to combat, not attack with this. Just go like that. And then play this now. Casualty 1, targeting this, sacking this, submit, targeting this. And now all they have is a 1/1 that untaps, or is untapped on their turn. Ooh, and we drew a Jewel Thief that we could play. Okay, hell yeah, more power on the field.
Erica says, also, I don't really want to keep updating, but I will just say that the storm is
Holy
here.
Shit.
And now whatever is going to happen is going to happen.
Okay, well,
Okay.
again, stay safe. Keep chilling with us as long as it's safe to do so, and you can.
We're here with you.
They just, like, they have fight rigging and broker's ascendancy, and I still think we win. Yeah, they conceded. I mean, my God.
I'll let you thank our opponent.
Thanks. That was nuts. Fight rigging is an incredible card, and broker's ascendancy is broken.
Yeah.
I just noticed you put your hair in a braid, and it looks very nice.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that's why my glasses were off, because otherwise they get braided into my hair.
Yeah, I can imagine. I've never dealt with it before, but I can imagine. All right.
Erica, pretend I'm there and I'm holding your hand.
Hell yeah.
The radar still looks fine. That's keeping me present.
Good. I'm gonna need everybody's energy. Let's keep it going for these. Obviously, Erica, of course, I don't. I won't be offended. Do what you have to do. That's not what I meant by saying that. But
He's trying to keep it light.
That's the idea. Yes.
Emilio's here. He says, "Hello, beautiful people. How's the night going?"
We will see after this particular game, but in general, the night is going pretty damn well. We are facing K Slugs right now. This hand is great. Oh, interesting. We miss out on 1, 2, 3. Well, we don't have a 3. So, interesting. Maybe we do wait. The only green we need is Civil Servant. Okay, well, fine. Still, curve out as best we can here, I think. That makes the most sense to me.
The next half hour is going to be the make or break in terms of spooky versus not spooky. And then she says, "Hi, Emilio." Hearts.
Yeah, that's right. Cool people are here. Discard a card. I mean, what do we have citizen-wise? It's pretty good. The Flyers, though. Is it... No. Fine. It's hideout. Fine. I don't think that's correct. I like all the things in our hand, and we just need one more land for the Inspector, but we don't have the green, so I guess it should have been this. Okay, light him up kills a 2/1. That's more than fine with me. Yeah, it should not have been that land at all.
Emilio says, I would have been here earlier, but I basically chugged a whole Nesquik before I left work. And I have been struggling since that moment.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Don't do that, man.
I was going to say, why would you do something like
Go home. Take some almond milk out of the fridge.
that?
Add some Hershey syrup. Stir it around. You can drink as much of that as you want.
That's right.
Erica says, quick, Amy, pull Emilio. Emilio, what do you want to see us play on Friday? We have finished.
Also, I like Rich's comment before you do that. But...
Okay. Rich says, I would have been here earlier, but I didn't. You didn't chug Nesquik, or you just didn't be here earlier?
Yeah, I assume the first one, but regardless, yes. But yeah,
why doesn't everyone keep saying?
Why does?
Saying what?
Saying that he should not have done the Nesquik thing and should have done the almond milk and etc.
Well,
okay, you killed a 1/1. Sure, you got it.
Even if people weren't saying it, your digestive system was saying it.
Also, Rich just says yes, which I love. That's a great one. Yes. So yes, go ahead, Amy. I'm sorry to have stopped your polling.
Oh no, it's fine. Yes. So Emilio, we have finished Marvel. Nope. It was
You're so close.
It was X-Men Legends.
Correct. 1 and 2.
1 and 2. We have completed them. So we need to know what to play next on Friday nights.
Correct. So we have
streams.
We have 3 options.
Yes, we have the Pokemon Fire Red Nuzlocke.
That's right.
Got that one.
You got it.
And then we have the Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
Correct, to follow up X-Men Legends, yep.
And then we have the Arkham series, Batman.
All right, so I think I win here. We just play Rooftop Nuisance, Casualty 1, target this, sack this, submit 1, target this. Yep, they conceded. By the way, everybody, I was not bringing it up because I did not want to jinx it. We just went 7-0.
Woo! First time ever.
I don't know if it's the first time ever going 7-0, but it's definitely the first time in this format getting 7 wins, period.
Yeah.
But we just went 7-0 in sealed.
That's insane.
Look.
In sealed, no less. That's fucking sick. Battle is here. He says, "Hey, Za."
What's up, Battle?
And Erica says, "Let's go." And Rich says, "Nice." And Amelia says, "The Arkham series might be my favorite video game series ever. So I guess that has to be my vote." Which sucks, Emilio, because now it is a perfect 3-way tie.
That doesn't suck at all. We want your opinions.
That's not a tiebreaker at all. Erica says, "Screenshot the deck for posterity and Twitter brags."
Hell yeah. All right, so it's this.
Battle says, "Woohoo!" Rich says, "Good job, man.
Wow.
I'm surprised the variants didn't get you at some point."
Yeah, it usually does.
Yeah.
So I agree with you.
Big time. This is so like hit or miss, this freaking set. Also, congrats, or no, I'm sorry. Emilio says, "Though I do love Ultimate Alliance, so I'd be cool with that too. Also, congrats. I definitely have never 7-0'd a draft." Wow. And Battle says, "Pokemon!"
Yeah. We have your vote, Battle, from Friday.
We already have your vote.
Well, I wasn't going to say it in that tone.
He's just trying to tie break it by voting twice.
Okay, so yeah, this was the deck, man. This was great. Like I said, I feel like maybe we've 7-0'd once before in like other formats.
Erica says, "The audacity of Joe Handland, Geek for All 7-0ing on a game where he looted away his only green source is beautiful."
Right? It was a real huge misplay. I was not paying any attention. That's where you say never punished and just smile about it and move on. I don't, because again, it could have just been our first loss. Like that would have been totally fine as well.
Yeah. And Battle's just laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was great. This was truly great.
Also, I'd like to point out, we literally did not activate it once. Not once did we activate the Halo Fountain, which was our only mythic in the deck. Also, no rares in the deck, I don't believe.
Oh, wow.
No rares.
What?
Nope.
No rares.
None.
And our only mythic you never activated.
Correct. Not once. I cast it a few times, but literally for like just wasting mana to put it on the battlefield. Wow. It like did nothing ever.
That is crazy to me.
Very crazy. Yeah. Yeah. But here's the question, right? So if we didn't play Halo Fountain, what should we have played? We had 3 mana, or it was a 3-drop. Like, we could have played Gathering Throng, but we only had the 1, so I wouldn't have wanted to. Patch Up I don't love, and we didn't have to worry about getting things from our graveyard at all. For blue, I guess we could have played the Bruiser, and we might have had counters with some of our conniving stuff. Maybe a counterspell instead. This could have made something a 4/4 and drawn a card. I don't love this card. I won't lie.
Mocan's here, and he says, you've learned the power of banned citizens, I see.
I mean, yeah, if you didn't see, I really learned the power, because we're just looking at our 7-0 deck that we just finished.
Thank you, Mocan. And Erica says, I'll give Capenna this. They made most of the common threats good enough that you aren't just SOL against every mythic.
It's true. It's true. I mean, we had the 2 mythic level commons in our deck, right? The Inspiring Overseer and the Jewel Thief. So,
Battle says, I'm still perfecting my Ginny Fae deck.
That's the woman with the cat and the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. We faced a Ginny Fae and we still won. So
I was saying how much I love that art with the dog. The dog's fur is like so realistic looking. Right, how they were able to, I don't know, get like the lights and darks in it. It just looks so real to me. I love it.
Yeah.
And I mean, the whole thing does too, right? But I feel like cats, we've seen that a lot. Humans, we've seen that a lot in magic art.
Yeah.
But dogs, we haven't gotten a chance to see that as much.
Yeah,
they haven't done dogs for a super long time.
They only made them creature types like a year ago or so. Maybe 2. But, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That was great.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, let's claim that prize of a lot. We get 2,200 gems. You know what? That's actually kind of pathetic. I just 7-0'd, right? Yeah. And we paid 2,000 gems to enter this event.
Oof.
And I got 2,200 out.
Yeah, that's not great.
Like, I'm usually not, like, big on, like, fully ragging on the arena economy. Like, I understand where people are coming from, but I'm not a standard player, right? Or I don't play constructed. So, like, I'm not seeking out a lot of the cards and trying to, like, open packs and stuff. So, like, for me, it's not that big of a deal for the cards. But, like, really? I 7-0 and I net 200 gems? That's the prize that you give for a format that's going to go away very quickly and that is very poor, right? Yeah. The sealed format for New Capenna is not great. And this is the prize? Like, that feels very bad.
Yeah, agreed.
Anyway, I'm sure people have thoughts and I would love to hear them. So,
let's see. Where'd I leave off?
Wow.
Oh, man. Okay, Emilio. This 7-0 screen is so satisfying. I would never play another game of Magic and just stare at it.
If you want, Emilio, I can just send you that screen cap that I took. Yeah. You just put it as the background on your computer.
There you go, man. Feel like, look what I did, guys. And it wasn't even you.
Yeah.
But no one will know. Let's see. Erica says, I got in a pretty intense argument with a friend earlier this week. And I'd like your opinions. I'm kind of not a fan of WotC designing these absurdly pushed commons, but not making one for every color.
Sure. I think the issue with that, I guess, would be balancing, or at least like going, not balancing, but like kind of setting that precedent going forward. That like, hey, we made these 2 busted commons. Where's blues and blacks and reds? And it's like, if they had put them in there for that, I guess they would have to do it for all of the other sets going forward
Right.
as well. If they were going to put any one or two, but I agree with you that, it's a little annoying that it's that unbalanced, because then there's just very clearly better colors. I mean, that's kind of always the case too, but still, that there's very clearly better colors to play, which means that if you're in a draft where everybody's forcing that, you're just going to get screwed over.
Right. So. Mocan says Hound was a creature type forever. They changed it to dog a couple years back. Yeah. I feel like a lot of the Hound arts were not as detailed, though. I feel like a lot of them were kind of like, here's a dog or wolf kind of creature, like in darkness, not a ton of color, or light and dark, or whatever.
Right.
Maybe I'm wrong. Like, maybe I just haven't seen that many of them, but those are the kinds of things that are coming to mind when I think of what a Hound card looks like.
Sure.
Erica says, what do you think? Battle says, oh, that Bounding Wolf card is great art, too.
Sure.
Mocan says, sealed and draft prizes are the same except pack number.
The number of packs that you win?
Okay.
Yeah, that's annoying, because to pay for a draft is 1,500 gems or gold. Can you do gold for sealed? You can't. It's just gems.
Wow.
So, like, I didn't think so. So,
and
like,
it's way more. I mean,
right.
It's maybe not way more, but it's more.
It's 500 more, which is a third more, right? It's 33% more. And then you could pay in gold, which, I mean, we're at 19,550, which is not a ton, but once we complete this, we'll have enough for 2 drafts. Or it could have been 1 sealed, but no. There's no way to pay for a sealed with gold.
Yeah. Let's see. Emilio says, I feel like WotC tries to make busted commons at every color, but it's literally impossible because they try to stay true to the color pie, and some colors are just naturally weaker.
Which is unfortunate, but yeah.
Are they? I mean...
look, if you ask people, the least powerful color in Magic the Gathering is currently, and has been for a while, white. Because white's removal is like locking stuff down, which means that if you have a bounce spell or a destroy an enchantment or whatever, your creature immediately comes back. Whereas murder or a burn spell, they're gone. Right. An exile spell, they're gone. Like,
okay.
A counter spell in blue, they're gone. Like, you can, resurrect things from the graveyard or whatever, but what's white's removal? Like, that's why Swords to Plowshares is so powerful, because it's like, exile it. Well, sure.
Okay. Erica says, but at least if you 7 wins a draft, you make a 650 gem profit instead of 200.
Right, which feels a lot better.
Yeah, that seems like quite a difference. I also suppose that black has won in murder, but still.
Yeah.
Emilio says they do the same with rares. They make land cycles all the time, and 1 or 2 are insane, and the others flop because their color can't do the broken thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess that kind of makes sense, too. Erica says 550 gems.
Sure.
There's a correction.
Sure.
Mocan says white has been weakest in Commander for a while, and in most formats. Mono white is really good.
Yeah, I always thought it was interesting that, people feel like, and maybe it is just for Commander, but that people feel like white is the weakest color, and yet when the cubes on Arena first started coming around, red-white was like the best color combination by far that we had seen through our limited testing. Like, we were destroying people with red and white. So...
Marcus says the least powerful color thing boils down to format. Current standards, worst color is red. Commander is white. Modern is red. Emilio says it's a shame, but it makes sense that they want to make the color pie relevant. Battle says, I'm just listening. Mocan says, white is a great support color in Commander, but isn't a great standalone because it's slower.
Right, and that's the other thing is you don't get a lot of ramp in white. If it's mono white, like how do you ramp into playing bigger spells quicker, right? There's no treasure making, there's no, like, there shouldn't be a lot of card draw because that's blue, and like red and black kind of get their themselves in there somehow as well, but white doesn't really get card draw either. So yeah, that white is good at like putting auras and stuff on your creatures or having equipment, but you know, that's to beef up your other colors basically.
Erica says, oh yeah, heroic reinforcements in the old arena cubes was utterly nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, you just curve out and like your opponents, it's kind of similar to this format, right? Your opponent's sitting there like, oh, I have this sick like 3-color deck because I drafted all the lands and how all these busted mythics. And you're just like, that's okay. 1-drop common, 2-drop uncommon, 3-drop common, 4-drop swing, kill you. Like, you know, just like I'll drop this angel and build on to everything with +1/+1 counters, and I guess I win.
Yeah. Mocan says, any fast formats, white is really good. It's just how white works.
Yeah.
Emilio says, when you get to eternal formats, it's completely different. I think any colors are viable in Vintage and Legacy. As an Esper control lover at heart, nah, I wouldn't think that. White is just a utility for board control. Is blue-black with white for wraths.
Yeah.
Marcus says, white's ramp in Commander are mana rocks. Mind Stone, Replicating Ring, Hedron Archive, etc.
Which are all just artifacts. They're not white artifacts. So yes.
Erica says, ladies and gentlemen and non-binary friends, the storm has passed and I am alive.
I am super happy to hear. I didn't doubt it, but I'm still extremely happy. Congrats. Congrats.
Yes.
So glad you were here with us throughout and that hopefully we were able to help a bit.
Yeah. Very happy that is the results.
Correct.
Mocan says, before white bad, it was green bad or Simic bad. Look how good Simic is in most formats nowadays. It's insane.
And I'm curious if that's like an overcorrection or if that's just, it's cyclical, you know? Like if it was like, oh shit, everybody hates Simic. I guess we should start printing some good Simic cards. You know, here's Uro and here's, I'm not going to remember the thing's name, but the big snake thing from Kaldheim that like makes other snakes every upkeep and stuff. People know what I'm talking about. You could tell me in the chat as well, but like people know what I mean. And then there was the flying thing. Oh God, I don't play Standard.
Coma.
Yes, Coma. Thank you. Coma's the one. There's the flying like Hydra thing. It's like a big ass air bubble with like Hydra faces on it that draws you cards and gains you life.
I have no idea what you're talking about, man. And you're describing the picture, which means that if I've seen it, I would know what you were talking about. But I have no idea what you're talking about.
Hydra Crisis. See, Mocan knows what's up. Thank you. I know what they look like. Oh, God.
Emilio says, people complained green was bad 5 years ago. Now it's super pushed, especially Simic. I think we'll see white get a push soon. See,
and I thought Hydra Crisis was a whole thing. I agree. I agree with that completely.
Beat me to it, Marcus says. The old classic jellyfish Hydra beast.
Right? It was a little insane. And it's funny because I thought when we were playing the, like again, with my kind of limited understanding, literally and figuratively, that I play limited, but also I have a limited understanding of these things. When I saw that white and red were so, like, but white was so impactful in Cube on Arena, I thought it was what you're talking about, Amelia, or what we're talking about, that I thought it was white getting that push towards being really good. Because it was, again, like an overcorrection of like, oh, everybody hates white. Let's make good white cards now, right? And like other colors would suffer for it, but still.
Mocan says white has been getting pushed. It has lots of efficient, repeatable draw. Removal like Fateful Absence. Powerful aggro tools like Luminarch Aspirant, etc.
Luminarch Aspirant is a huge pain in the ass. On turn 2, like, that card's insane. There's a reason they errated it, right? Like, or whatever. I'm going to start a draft while we keep chatting. Please do not hesitate to continue chatting. But I think we should actually do some gameplay while we continue these awesome conversations. Yeah. So do not stop.
Erica says, in all honesty, the biggest course correction for white being bad in Commander came in the Lorehold Commander precon.
Oh, okay.
Is there elaboration on that?
Well, I was going to say, like, for multiple cards, or is it like like 1 or 2 key cards, or like the commander or whatever, and like what that card did for that color?
Honestly, nowadays most monocolors are bad because they don't make many monocolor finishers for commanders, Mocan says. And then he says most good commander cards are multicolored.
This card's bad, right? Yeah, that's really bad. No, thank you. No, maybe, yes. Not this early. Yes, yes. Interesting. I feel like because of Flying's absolute domination, plus the card draw, I feel like Echo Inspector is better than Elegant Entourage here. Strangle also very important, but still.
Is this like Archamancers, or is this like...
Archaeomancers.
Okay. Map is an absurdly good ramp card for white. Greg is here, and he says, great news, guys.
I'm excited. What's the news?
Okay.
And then he says Inspector is sick. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's very, very good. At first I thought you were going to tell us something or someone was sick, and I was like, that's not good news at all.
Like, who's the inspector? Who do you know is sick?
Oh my god.
I know the cards so much better than last week, so I can be helpful.
Okay. Well, actually, here's an interesting question. Darling of the Masses or Inspiring Overseer. Notably, not a citizen, but still the Obscura Initiate or whatever is.
Mocan says citizen time, and Greg says Overseer!
Overseer is very broken. So, Greg, you missed it. We just had Best Common. Yeah, we just had a sealed deck go 7-0 as brokers. So, there's that. Overseer's really good, though, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I love Darling. Like, Darling was... Yeah, Greg says, I really like Darling. I agree. I think it's good. And I really like my Skycrier. Skycrier is also good. It's definitely not better than Overseer, but I agree that Skycrier is good.
Oh, God, guys. I am so fucking old. I just stood up and took a step and twisted my knee. Like, what the fuck?
Spectacular.
Marcus says the first hints of white getting pushed was Innistrad 2, Thraben Inspector.
Yeah.
Force Bant Flyers, Greg says. Bant Flyers is great.
Yeah, that's what we just did. We 7-0'd with that in sealed. There's Civil Servant, which is great. There's Botanical Plaza, maybe Gathering Throng, Sawjack, maybe Connoisseur.
Mocan says, man, that one time I drafted 3 Darling to the 2-1 Double Striker Citizen.
Oh, hell yeah.
That was nuts.
The 3-color one? That sounds nuts.
And Emilio says, imagine hurting your knee? Couldn't be me.
You like Throng here?
I'm sorry, Emilio.
Maybe the other one comes back and we can try to get some Citizen payoff soon. Damn. There's Angel, Metropolis Angel. There's also Take to the Streets, and there's another Inspector. Damn.
Greg says, I like Throng. I think here it's easier and earlier enough.
We can get multiple. Yeah, 2 is great. 3 is insane, and more than that is just unnecessary. But I would still do it. But yeah, 4-drop flyer, 4-drop flyer. Like,
All right, now that both Mocan and Greg are here, I'm going to continue the poll.
This is what the Angel does. It's a 3/1 flyer. When you attack with one more creature with the counters on them, draw a card. The Echo Inspector obviously connives, so I think I'll try it. It's an uncommon, like it's a 3-powered flyer. We're just going to do it.
Erica says we're quickly approaching, in my opinion, the reckoning where Boros gets the push Simic got in 2018-2019. And then Greg says, seems sweet.
Yeah. There was another Evolving Door opened. This was our rare as well. Because this is only pick 5, so this is not the wheel.
I feel like I never even saw these before tonight, these revolving door things.
No, evolving.
Oh, whatever.
That's what. Well,
Still.
again, it's a play on words, right? It's supposed to be revolving door, but it's evolving door. I think it's backup. I love adjudicators, and I want it, but I think this early, like backup agent's going to be great.
Marcus says, "Oh snap! I totally forgot. I hatched my first shiny Togepi after the stream on Friday, and a shiny Tyrogue yesterday." I agree with Erica. Boros needs mad help, and it's about time. Greg says backup is sweet. The counters is great.
Yeah.
And there isn't a lot of good 2-drops.
Agreed.
Mocan says door looks so sick. Then you realize it's just a tutor and not an actual pod.
Yeah. Do I just take Case the Joint? This pick is very bad for us. Look at all these Gruul cards, Amy.
I know. I love it.
Yeah, it's just
Everyone's left them for me, and I shall just scoop them digitally into my arms to hug them and love them forever.
Yep, you can have them. I'm taking this like menial card draw.
I can have them because no one wants them.
Brokers, really? All right. Look, I'm down with creatures, man. Botanical Plaza is probably it here over Revelation. I don't love Broker's Initiate, to be honest, but 5 mana late to make it a 5/5 is probably not bad, and it blocks on the ground. Broker's it's a citizen, yeah, good point.
I started a draft alongside y'all. All the cards were awful in pick 1.
Oh, that sucks.
I'm sorry.
That's the worst. That's the worst kind. Yeah. Yeah, the fact that Botanical Plaza is here this late is a very good sign.
If it ain't Brokers, don't fix it. I made that joke earlier.
She did. It was very funny, and it still is.
That was before anybody got here, though. It was technically on stream, but nobody was in chat yet. So, Greg says green-white land is sweet.
Yeah, the Botanical Plaza.
I almost said great, like the word sweet is just the word great. It's so not. Marcus says, I was Gruul when I first started playing. Really? Really?
That's typically what people start with, because it's just play the creatures and turn them sideways. You think Broken Wings over the 2-mana citizen that untaps things?
Erica says, I also started a draft and my first 2 picks have a direction.
Okay, so nothing here. I'll just take this Evolving Door to say that I picked a rare, because we're not going to be in black for the Newsy. We're not really going to be in anything else. Like, we don't need Riveteers. You like the Parcel? Why? Why? To go get a land? The Witness Protection or the Pummeler? I love the Pummeler. I love the Pummeler. Get this out of my deck.
He says for 4 damage late. My P1
Pack 1, pick 1.
Oh, was out of Nixilis, and I was past a hostile takeover.
Holy shit.
Okay.
That's incredible.
It sounds good.
Just take the other Initiate. No, I guess we just take a Bruiser. Put it in the sideboard, but I would play it. Take to the Streets comes back? Good lord. Okay. Let's go wide. Amy, which art?
That one.
Jackhammer?
Yeah.
Of course, it's a red card. Why did I ask?
Exactly.
Hey, the Case the Joint. Wow. Okay. Well, Mysterious Limousine is here. Oh, there's also Knockout Blow. Skybridge Towers. I mean, it's probably the limo. It's when it enters. Like, you just use it as an exile effect, but it's also a 4/4 creature with crew 2. There's also Knockout Blow. That could kill something. It's removal. So it could be Knockout Blow.
Greg says it's pretty good.
I like the limo. I do. It's that of the blow. Exactly, yeah.
Erica says, update next 3 picks were Deal Gone Bad, Murder. Murder, I think I'm doing it.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
I think you should have told the people in your pod before you started how into Maestros you are. And then maybe they wouldn't have passed you everything Maestros ever, but...
That's not true. They definitely would have.
Yeah, of course.
She would have mind controlled them into doing it.
Another Metropolis Angel. The pickpocket is actually pretty sweet, but we don't have enough flyers. We just don't.
6 Fix Steve, only commons. Wow. Oh my god, Moken, I'm sorry.
No. Hopefully it's some of the broken ones like Inspiring Overseer or whatever, but if not, yeah. Like Broker's Hideout would be sick here, but I mean, this card's insane. Look at how gorgeous that art is, too.
Yeah. I don't hate the Lackey also.
I also don't hate the Lackey. We were able to use it to relatively good effect in the sealed that we did. But, I mean, more flyers is just exactly what I want to be doing.
He says, yeah, but not over the Angel.
Correct. Correct. All right. Celebrity Fencer is fine. Skycryer's good. Backup Agent's good. I think a first Skycrier as opposed to a second Backup Agent, maybe we see more of those. But this is just a flying body, and I like more flyers. So... Backing up? Really? Back. All right, fair enough. Look, I don't mind either. I would have leaned early in the format on Celebrity Fencer, and I've learned that that's incorrect. So, not a problem. They're both the same amount of mana, but this is 2 power, 2 toughness, so I get it as opposed to flying.
He says more counter synergy.
Yeah, exactly. Fair.
Mocan says, well, the pack 1 rare wield. Time to cut my losses.
We get the Initiate. I do not know why or how we got this Initiate. I guess it's only pick 4, but still. I guess the other 2 uncommons, Rob the Archives and Maestro's Charm, are still here. But I'll happily take this Initiate. Hell yeah.
He says, Greg says, we now have 2 Met Angels. Sweet
right?
Angels.
Yeah, Metropolis Angels.
Yeah.
They're sick. I love it. Well... We could do the Shattered Seraph, because it casts itself, and it's a 4/4 flyer. We could do the Speakeasy Server, but, like, I'd rather have 1 more mana and be able to do this to, like, slightly fix our mana than this, which gains us some life, but it's a 3/3. This is a 4/4. And, like, with Strangles about, I think the 4/4 is better.
Mocan says, pack 2, pick 1 Elspeth. Well, that makes up for it.
It sounds like it. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Congrats. Run out of town wouldn't be bad. Witness protection wouldn't be bad either. See, Greg said the same thing. We've got exotic pets. We've got lackey. We've got run out of town. I think pets is better here than lackey because they kind of do the same thing, but pets does it better.
Erica says, well, pack 2, pick 1 is Vivian, so I guess I'm actually Riveteers.
Jesus. All right, so maybe since you guys are getting Planeswalkers, maybe Joe could get a Planeswalker too? Is that a thing?
Greg says, more temp, pets is great.
Yeah, pets is absolutely great. Oh, talking about run out of town for tempo. Yeah, I agree. From the last pack. Speaking of which, here's run out of town. I'll take it over Revelation. I don't mind Revelation at all. Giving flying and lifelink isn't bad. But Run Out of Town is cool. I mean, one of the best cards for us was that Rooftop Nuisance. Tapping down 2 of their things, like... Oh.
All the pack 2, pick 1 walkers.
Here's Lackey over Server. I'd rather get some other... Like, we have a lot of high drops here. So, I'll take the Lackey happily. Yeah. Yeah, Lackey definitely it is. I think as well. Again, keeping the curve lower instead of going higher.
And Greg says the exact same thing at the same moment.
He's a smart man. I get it. I mean, probably...
You guys are just psychologically linked, is all.
I mean, probably nothing here. Like, I'll take the Shieldmate for the sideboard. We already have a Case the Joint, right? Yeah. So I think I'll take the Shieldmate for the sideboard and just be okay with not playing it, but, like, having it there just in case.
That dude's outfit is rad.
Lackey number 2. This guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Lackey number 2 is fine. I might not play both, but we've got them. Snoop over Strong Arm? No, I think it's Strong Arm, actually. This card's great. 2 +1/+1 counters on a creature when it comes in, and you can play it for either 4 or 5. It's better than this, I think, by a lot.
Snoop Doggy Dog.
No. Amy, art. Red,
Yes.
black, or
No,
black?
No.
Okay, of course. It's not about the art. It's about the fact that it's a red card. I'll take the Snoop, but put it in the sideboard. And the Newsy, also Snoop.
Yeah.
All right, on color, rare, or mythic? Well, I mean, that's a mythic, but it's definitely not on color. But there's an Overseer. We're just taking it. Like, we don't have a lot of Throngs, but, like, who cares? Mythic common. I'll take it. Like, so good. Rumor Gatherer is not bad. It lets you draw cards. But there's an Inspiring Overseer. So, like, it's just, yeah.
Greg agrees.
Yep,
Overseer.
big time. Yep. It's nice. Like, Angel's here. I like you. You're cool. But, no. It's Inspiring Overseer, no question.
Mocan says, man, the last draft I did was insane. Elspeth, Vivian, and Zayatora. Never was mana screwed. My opponents just had insane decks and curves. And Greg says, boo.
Boom.
Boom.
Yeah. Broker's Ascendancy is insane. There's also another Overseer and a Botanical Plaza. But, like...
Emilio says, I think we cut green and black and go Esper Control.
You
That makes sense, Emilio. That makes real sense.
Yeah, right as we get the Broker's Ascendancy. You're right. I should pick Extract the Truth instead and go Esper Control.
I think you should go Gruel. I mean, they had all those cards in the beginning that were totally available.
Broker's Charm, Exotic Pets.
Greg says Ascendancy.
Yeah, we did. The card's insane. It's insane. Just insane. There's also Broker's Charm because we're just getting hooked the F up now. Because, again, Exotic Pets is great, but we have one. I'll take a Broker's Charm all day.
But we have to pivot to Esper, Joe.
Yeah, it's removal or card draw, so I'm all about it. Card is incredible. And again, following up with this Ascendancy, like, yeah, no, we're good. Charm is great. Endless Detour is in our colors. Puts it on the top or bottom of their library. But there's an Adjudicators. Shit, I think we have to do that. Adjudicators is incredible. It fixes our mana for green, which we're going to be suffering for, I think. And I think it's better than Detour. Adjudicators, yeah.
Yeah. Emilio says Esper loves removal and card draw.
Yeah, but then we have to play 4 colors. You said cut the green. Or are you saying that we would replace the removal and card draw of Broker's Charm with the removal and card draw of black? Not Racer's Ring, not Masked Bandits.
He says nothing? Exactly.
Yeah. Cut the green. Nothing? Yeah, nothing here at all. Like, it just doesn't matter. Like, our deck is set here.
Go Esper. It's not too late.
Yeah, we already have a bruiser. We already have a bruiser right here, and he's also doing nothing in the sideboard.
But he's back, Joe, and that's what matters.
Whatever. I'll take another bruiser for the side. Because it was either that or Case the Joint. We just have another Seraph.
That's cool. No?
Over a Skycrier, though? For this deck, maybe...
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I guess I'll do it. That's fine.
I don't know enough about Magic. I think like the Skycrier.
It's tough. I don't disagree. Because again, the Seraph is going to cast itself. Buy your silence? Yes, please. I'll happily buy somebody's silence.
Amelia says you don't think it's kind of crazy. The Seraph is Esper colors.
That's why I didn't pick it. I knew Emilio. I was like, oh, Emilio's going to say we should take that. So I won't. That's not true. I did not think that at all. I don't think it's crazy that it's Esper colors. It makes sense that it's Esper colors. What is this? Sure, whatever. You can get in the sideboard, random uncommon. Gathering Throng number 2, or a little chat. It's probably just the Throng. It's a 3-powered 3-drop. Like, I'm down. Broker's Veteran, putting a shield counter on things. Done.
Erica says, so, I'm fine, but I just learned that an actual confirmed tornado touched down. Big yikes.
Yeah.
Like, just now? Or, like, it did when it said it was going to, and now you're past it, but it was close, and it's kind of scary to learn that. Emilio says, almost like we should have been Esper the whole time.
It's almost like that. But then you think about it and realize that it's not that at all.
Greg says, prize fit, I think.
Prize fight, yeah. And I took it at the last second. Okay, we need 5 cuts. I mean, this deck seems cool. It's, interestingly, I don't know if it's better than our sealed deck was. I feel like it's gotta be, though.
It's
like,
pretty similar.
We've got the Broker's Ascendancy as well as the Charm and the Pets. Like, we didn't have a lot of this stuff that time around, so very interesting.
Erica says touchdown an hour ago, and the warning expired 35 minutes ago.
Good. So then, yeah, that's great.
Okay.
You're
in the clear.
It went through without you even realizing. All right, so get rid of this stupid ass swamp. And then what are our percentages looking like? We've got 63 white, 44 blue, 30 green.
Oh no, Erica's on Emilio's side now. She says, I advise cutting the green and playing black.
Well, I just cut the black, and I think I'm going to add a green. So.
I think we cut the serif, Greg says.
Oh, okay. Sure. Yeah, because we don't. It can complicate our mana a little bit. I can get down with that, I think.
Emilio says, why is the swamp stupid? What did the swamp do?
It existed in a deck that's Brokers, not Esper. Or whatever the hell, Obscura.
You're obscure.
There you go, Emilio. Look, there's a black pip on the Obscura Initiate, kind of. Does that make it better?
All right, I gotta get this poll going, guys. Greg and Mocan.
I agree.
Mocan Dragon 5.
Jesus Christ.
I'm talking to you.
Why?
Because he hasn't taken the poll. We need to know what game to play on Friday now that we have beaten X-Men Legends. 2. I'll get it right someday. Now that we're done with it.
Now that we're done playing it. Take to the Streets comes out. I can take that. All right, that's 40.
So the game choices will be Marvel Ultimate Alliance, the Arkham series, Batman.
Arkham series, yep.
And then we've got the Nuzlocke of Pokemon Fire Red.
Correct.
So please cast your votes.
Amy, what sleeves do we use?
We should use sleeves that...
I think we used the same ones as before. I'm glad I asked your opinion. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, but fuck me, right?
Well, it's not... Oh, please try again. Okay, well. Okay. Build your deck. Yay, I get to start all over. Thanks, Arena. Fuck off. You piece of shit, man. That's so annoying. God damn it, man.
That sucks.
Now's our chance. Quick, cut all the green and play black. Take to the Streets. I took out the...
Greg says it has to be Pokemon, right?
Well, it doesn't have to be, but if that's your vote, I'm down.
Mocan says Nuzlocks are fun.
Okay.
Emilio says Greg is a boomer. He's never played Arkham. Wow, Emilio. That's some hate speech, and I'm going to have to block you.
Holy shit. That's so funny. Oh, my God.
Erica says, also, Joe, you'll appreciate this. I saw that Ronda Rousey is back on WWE.
Yes.
And I'm disappointed, but not surprised. Samesies.
Right?
Erica.
Yeah.
Samesies.
All right, I'm missing one of these cuts from here. Was it the Initiate? No.
You know, I thought Ronda Rousey was going to be good on the mic, but suck at wrestling. And I think she just sucks at both. Greg says, cut the black cards.
Yep, definitely.
Mocan says, time for Oops All Commons starring Elspeth and some fish. Wow, Mocan. Best of luck to you.
That seems great.
Emilio says, tell me I'm wrong. And Greg says, me and Emilio determined Batman is the greatest superhero, so I know about Arkham. I agree. Batman is the best superhero.
See, and I'm with Emilio, so I'll wait till you get down there, because I was about to just go off, but Emilio said it for me, so we're good. Keep going. Read Erica's thing first, because that's also relevant. I want to hear it before I start giving my bad opinions here.
Oh, man. She says, I'm fine with her as a wrestler, but the fact that she's a turf makes me not good with, or makes it not good with me.
Oh, shit. I do not know that I knew that. So there you go.
I don't know that I know what a turf is.
We've talked about this a million times.
Oh, okay. Yes. I just keep forgetting, I guess.
What did I just cut? I cut the run out of town because we needed 40 cards.
Okay. He says, wait.
But yeah, you want to read Emilio's thing?
He says, if only Batman was an actual superhero. ... If I was a rich man as Batman, I'd also be a superhero.
Yeah, superhero in quotes.
No. And Greg says, I feel like it's better than the broker initiate.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's give this a try. We can do like one game of this. It's 9:55. Yeah, I have that opinion as well. I don't. But first of all, I think the Arkham games are insane, right? So that's fine. And Emilio mentioned that earlier as well. But I'm not a big DC fan. I kind of never was. I also think that The Dark Knight was one of the best movies I've ever seen.
Fair.
Period. Like, end of sentence.
Yeah.
This hand blows. There's that variance we were talking about. Holy shit. But yeah. Oh, good. They mulliganed as well. That makes me feel better. Hell yeah. Perfect mana. We'll ditch this 5-drop. It'll be... Because we have a 2-1 and a 3-1, maybe we ditch this prize fight instead.
Alright. Get rid of Ronda Rousey, I get it.
Yeah, definitely. Again, we talked about that.
Let's see. Yeah. I think Batman's the best superhero because he's just a guy. So some people think that's what makes him the worst superhero because he's not one. I think that's what makes him the best. Let's see. So,
holy shit.
Erica explains what a TERF is, trans exclusionary radical feminist.
Correct.
She believes that trans athletes shouldn't be allowed to participate in sports for the gender they identify as.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. She's, okay. Emilio. Everyone hates Green Lantern, but he is by far a better superhero than Batman. Not close.
I think everyone hates the Green Lantern movie. I didn't think everybody hated Green Lantern in general.
I like Green Lantern.
Same. I think it's very interesting what Green Lantern can do.
And I spared myself the movie.
Shit. Okay, this is actually fine. Oh, right. We want to just play this 4-drop Metropolis Angel anyway.
Batman just has great movies, he says.
Yeah. What do they... Oh, it just had indestructible. I thought it had a shield counter. I was very worried. Interesting.
Greg says backup agent and lackey.
Really? I think it's just Angel now, buy their silence on the crew captain, and then swing in for 5 next turn. Although I guess, yeah, I mean, obviously the counter on the agent helping out the Angel would be very nice, but no blocks, take 4, go to 9. Being at 9 is not ideal, but it's fine. Like, they have 4 cards left in hand. They can equip this Groundbreaker, but they didn't. They just have removal for the Angel? Sure. Hell yeah. If that's your whole turn, that feels fine with me.
He wanted you to pump the flyer after doing the backup and lackey.
Yeah.
Marcus says, let's be clear, we're talking John Stewart GL?
Oh, John Stewart Green Lantern.
Oh.
All right, hold on. So we're playing... Oh yeah, we're just doing Buyer Silence. It's a sorcery, I'm just doing it. Get out of here. They make a treasure, congrats. And then I just swing for 2 in the air and bring them to 16.
Yeah, he says start attacking.
Yeah, definitely. I've been attacking.
Yeah. Yeah, I just haven't been able to read. Emilio says the Green Lantern movie was awful, but it's the only thing people know about Green Lantern,
Which is unfortunate.
stupid.
Yep.
And that's their own damn fault. Greg says, well, I know that Batman is better than Green Lantern. I agree with that, although I do like Green Lantern. That's easy. Too much chat for Amy. Smile. Yeah.
This is actually perfect. We just get rid of their stupid token and attack for 3. And then we have 3 mana left over to do Lackey and Backup Agent. So actually, let's do Backup Agent first. Right? That still works? No, it does not. We need to go like this and like this for Backup Agent.
He says Lackey and Backup.
Putting the counter on the flyer. Then Broker's Charm +1/+0 here, kill here, 4 power. Combat attack for 4, taking them to 12, drop the Lackey, and move on.
Erica says, not true, Emilio. I also know the episode of the hit cartoon Duck Dodgers, where Space Daffy Duck joined the Lantern Corps. Oh, what the fuck?
That's amazing.
Emilio says, if Green Lantern was rich, he'd be the best superhero of all time. Slap you. Greg says, there we go. Emilio says, I bet Daffy Duck is a better superhero than Batman. Wow.
Hell yeah, you better equip on there.
We're going to have some words when I see you in person.
I'm going to be chump blocking with these expendable lackeys for days. It's got trample? Interesting. So no blocks brings me to 3. 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me draw my card first. See what we can get next turn. I don't need the mana for literally anything, so I might as well do this. See what I get. See if that helps. Hell yeah, it helps! No blocks.
Greg says,
Pump? We
Lackey,
lose?
draw a card, end of turn, chump.
Yeah. I could have, but then now it's trample, so it's fine. We go to 3. Mysterious Limousine takes their shit, and I don't care anymore. So combat first, because they might have something here. Mysterious Limousine is obviously not flash or anything. Cabaret Charm, make 2 1/1s to block the 1/1s, or to now try to pressure us and kill us. Because now they win, actually. Don't they? They win now. Oh! Not if they block, though. Oh, no, they still win. Right? This is 2 power? Yeah, they win. Okay. Cabaret Charm wins it for them. The patented geek for all handling. We lose. They equip and kill us.
Erica says, I have no opinion. Thank you, Cleopeza.
Yeah.
Erica says, I have no opinion on Batman as a hero himself, but the series has my favorite villains in Harley, Ivy, and Selena.
The animated series? That was a pretty good one.
Greg says, watch out for haste. If we chumped, we win?
So if we... I don't think it was about chumping. I think it was about leaving somebody back on blocks, unless that's what you mean. But if you meant, like, chumping the trampler, I don't... maybe? I don't know. Because, again, then it's either way. Either we don't swing out, right? Or whatever. But, wow, what the hell is with these opening hands? That's better.
Mocan says, I swear, every opponent who has Fairy Vandal triggers it every turn.
So we'll do that. We have good 2s. I guess we can just drop the Sky Crier. Yeah. Drop the Sky Crier. Next turn, we probably just, like... If we get down Backup Agent, put the counter on the Crier and just start getting in, like, that feels pretty good. There's the Echo Inspector for turn 4. So, yeah, we can do Throngs later. We do Backup Agent, counter on the Crier, swing for 2.
Greg says, saves us 1 point. The previous turn they hit us for exact.
Right, that's why I'm saying. So otherwise, if we had just left back a blocker, it would have done the exact same thing, right? Like, it's either way, it's the same.
Erica says, just the franchise as a whole, particularly the wholesomeness of Ivy and Harley healing each other.
Sure.
Marcus says, Mark Hamill Joker is greater than all others.
100% agree. Like 1,000% agree. No question in my mind. Expendable Lackey can go away because we get the counter on that, and we can get the fish from it later. Totally worth it.
And Erica says, I'm sorry, wait, our opponent's name is excellent.
Stinklefist.
Yeah, no, I watched the animated Justice League.
So did I.
Where as a kid.
Yeah.
The old one.
Yeah.
That had like every character under the sun. And there were a number of episodes with Green Lantern doing stuff, and I liked Green Lantern because of that. And I liked Batman because of the Adam West series of Batman. I loved every character from that show. Greg says Throng.
Yep.
Erica says, I haven't been stinkle-fisted in years.
I'm so sorry.
Well, today's your lucky day. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god. Hey, it seems to me, based on the votes, unless a bunch of people come in here and start changing things up, it seems to me that we may be nuzlocking come Friday.
It does seem that way.
Right? All right, let's go to combat. This goddamn fish is getting in, people.
At this point, even if Jayanna comes in and votes for the underdog, we're still probably going to be nuzlocking. Yeah. Because majority rules.
Yeah, so that's totally fine. So we'll be here. Oh, so interesting. So we'll be here on Friday to do my first nuzlocke. It's not terrifying. Don't worry. Basically, I'll say this on Friday as well, but basically, like, here's the deal, right? I'm going to do my best, and with the nature of what nuzlocks are, if I have to restart the run, I have to restart the run. It's not that big of a deal. So just be aware of that in terms of, like, you know, how I'm going to be playing and how I plan on playing and etc. So yeah, Expendable Lackey, we just do this, get my shit back. Thank you.
Emilio, you're on thin ice with me already. Start second voting. Get your ass out of here.
Amazing. This Keza is super annoying, but I think we're still in a pretty damn okay position. Although 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, they drop one more land and we are mega fucked. I'm just saying. I'm gonna decline. Why would I want to do that? I'm just going to double block right here and stop their stupid 6-4.
He says LMAO. I just love Arkham. Well, we're still going to play it.
Yes. Oh, sorry. We didn't say that for the later folks.
Yeah.
Okay, so Expendable Lackey goes away, which means we get another fish. Thanks.
All of the options are options because it's stuff we're going to do.
Eventually. We just want to know what to do next.
Right. It's just a question of the order that they get done in.
Yeah. All right. So they attacked in the air, so they can't block any of this. They take 4, go to 8. And then we just make this stupid fish and end our turn. We're at 18, and they're at 9. This is so interesting. What a weird swingy game. They gain life, go to 10. They play a land, or they have a land, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I mean, they just play their massive flyer now. We can't attack with flyers anymore. This is going to take forever. I mean, I guess because we can't attack with flyers, like, they can't block. They can't attack with theirs anymore either. So we go to 14, and they play their massive flyer, gain more life. We need something here. Ooh, there's a +1/+1 counter here. Combat, attack, attack. It's instant speed, so we can do it to like get them on blocks because they're attacking with these 1/1s here. But I guess now they won't because we have a 3/4 flyer, but still.
So Emilio says they're actually amazing games, depending on what you're actually playing. Are you playing Origins and Night? Origins was fine, Night was tough to get through.
So we have all of them. I was planning on playing all of them from start to finish. We may like stop for Spooky Month, just to like get. But I mean, again, we're not doing it this Friday. But so when we play them, I own all 4, and I have only ever played Arkham Asylum and Arkham City myself. So I'm looking forward to getting into the others. So we shall see what that ends up being. But yeah, we will play all 4. Unless people start like really disliking it, including Amy, right? Like that would be when we would stop with really anything, right? If it gets to be to a point where people aren't enjoying it, and they are always welcome to tell us, or people are like not really interested anymore, that's when that would end.
Or if it's just feeling too samey, like if we play the first one and the second one, and then people are like, okay, let's take a break, and do something different, and then come back to them.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Holy shit. Okay, they win this game. Fuck off. Oh my god.
Well, yeah, I mean, they've got the single fist, so they're going to
so
win.
Prize Fight does help us here a little bit. Make a treasure, that does nothing. We can attack for 5. Oh, this is an instant, right? So combat, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to get hit for 4 in the air. That's going to happen no matter what. 3 on the ground, so we attack here as well.
Greg says, good lord, this guy's got all the sweet cards.
Yeah, this is insane. Absolutely insane.
Erica says, so you're going to name Pokemon after people in chat, right?
So that's a little tough, right? I'm not sure what I'm going to do. If that's what people really want, then I guess, I hadn't really thought about it.
We'll see.
But obviously we have to nickname them if people aren't familiar with Nuzlocke. Yes, I'm definitely going to nickname them. That's fine.
Marcus says, just an idea, Shadow makes for better streaming than recording. I just want to be around when Amy experiences it for the first time. Shadow?
Shadow?
That's...
Oh, Shadow of the Colossus. Yes. 100%. And yeah, we are not doing a pre-record of that. Yes. That's a very good point, and you're absolutely right.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about, and that's fine.
That's the point. Yeah, Shadow of the Colossus is definitely on the streaming list, not on the pre-recorded list. Yeah, like a lot of the pre-recorded list, unfortunately. Wow. I don't think we can survive. They have a 4/4 flyer. Oh, we're gonna do that same thing that other opponent did. Damn it, we were a turn off too.
Greg says, so close. Good lord.
Yeah, we drew the Broker's Ascendancy a turn too late. Good game. God damn it, so close.
Thank you, Stinklefist. Always wanted to say that.
Did you?
No.
It's like, why? Yeah, it doesn't matter. They have a flyer. Like, it's irrelevant. Even if they don't swing out, like, it's fine. That's the end of the game. Everything gets bigger. We would then, even if we had left them all back on blocks, the 4/4 flyer is deadly, so it's irrelevant. Like, that's the only thing they have to attack with here. I said, yeah, sure. I get to kill Keza. That makes me feel happy. But yeah, that's a massive game. Nicely done.
Thank you.
Good game.
Thank you, Stinklefist.
Wow.
Thank you. Emilio says...
So obsessed.
Emilio says, I would definitely recommend playing them all just for context, but Asylum and City really make the series.
Yeah, and again, those are the 2 that I've played. Those are the 2 that I've enjoyed. So, yeah, that's why I want to play the other 2 as well, just because, they were so incredible the first time through.
He says, I'm glad I played them all, but there's a huge gap in how good the games are.
I mean, that typically makes sense for a series, right? Of literally anything,
Yeah.
I feel like, if it's amazing all the way through, it's just something that people never stop talking about, I feel like. Just because it's like, oh my god, there were 4 of them, and each one of them was better than the last.
Right.
Like,
it's like, I love Indiana Jones, but Crystal Skull, though,
I'm going to open 10 packs because I feel like it, but I want to have Amy keep reading. But we're going to be done for the night otherwise.
Emilio says, wait, you guys are going to play Shadow of the Colossus? I'm super down for that.
Yeah, we're definitely going to do it. We'll obviously let people know in advance, like we're doing here with the Nuzlocke stuff, so. Okay, hey, we got Jenny Faye. We've been talking about her
There you
enough.
go, Mocan. Was it Mocan? Or was that Elfo? Did I fuck that up?
I don't remember, actually.
Who was making a
question.
Ginny Faye deck?
I thought it was... No, maybe it was Battle?
Oh,
I think it was Battle.
Who was it?
I gotta scroll up now. We're missing
Who
all the
was
stuff
it?
at
I
the bottom,
fucked
but-
it up.
Yeah, I thought it was Battle.
Battle?
I don't know. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Still perfecting my Ginny Faye deck was Battle, yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Erica says it's like how the original X-Men movie trilogy was 2 fantastic films and then Last Stand was also there.
I didn't mind Last Stand, but I'm fully aware that it's probably just the nostalgia factor. Like, I was just old enough that it was the first movie we went to at like a midnight showing. It was with Amy and a couple of our friends who were like still our friends enough so that like some of them were in our bridal party years and years later.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I'm sure it's nostalgia goggles, but I don't mind Last Stand. I don't.
Emilio says, hell yeah, I might play along with you because watching is going to make me want to play.
Yeah, so no spoilers, by the way, for people that aren't aware of how Video Games for All works. Amy has not seen any of these games before. Like, talking about the Batman series as we've been, I think is 100% perfect. I don't think anybody's done anything inappropriate in terms of, like, saying too much.
Yeah.
But just in terms of, like, stuff like Shadow of the Colossus especially, that's going to be as spoiler-free as the internet allows it to be. So
That's a super blind playthrough of that.
Yeah.
Like, the Arkham series, I'm somewhat aware of. Like, I've seen what that looks like.
Yeah, 'cause
and
you
I don't
saw-
know what game I saw some of, but I saw some of it. But Shadow of the Colossus, I've never even heard of.
yeah.
Mocan says, I mean, I have a Ginny Faye deck, but I didn't bring it up. Tongue sticking out face. Yeah, that was Battle. I'm sorry, Mocan. I fucked that up. But also, awesome. We
Yeah.
got Ginny Faye.
Yeah.
And
We also
then-
got a second hostile takeover on the night. We got the first one in our sealed that we opened before.
Yeah,
So
that one's cool.
yeah, and then Maestro's Diabolist right above it because Erica's here. So
Exactly.
Maestro's all the way. I mean, we're also I say Erica's here. We're the Mastros, but still, yes, it's Erica. Yep, Erica, look what you did. It's right here.
Instead of flood insurance, she's giving us Maestro vibes.
Also, they really wanted us to have this evolving door. They were like, "We gave this to you, and you didn't say thank you." And then we got a
Yeah,
boot.
they gave it to us like 4 times already. And we were just like, throw it away every time.
Yeah, I haven't wanted this at all ever. Then we got the bootlegger stash again because we got one in our sealed as well, I think. Park Heights Pegasus is good. We got Jaxis because we played against her. Soul of Emancipation. I mean, we were in a lot of brokers decks, so that's pretty cool.
Sick ass art too.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Agreed. Yeah, it's very cool. It's a 5/7. Whoops, I hit something. It's a 5/7 creature. When it enters the battlefield, destroy up to 3 target non-land permanents. For each of those permanents, its controller makes a 3/3 white angel creature token with flying.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, you can get like 14 power and 17 toughness, or 16 toughness.
That seems unnecessary.
Says you.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Erica says, "Oh, I don't mind it either, but it's just decidedly not as good as the first 2."
Yeah, fair. Absolutely fair.
And Emilio says, "I've killed all X-Men.
Killed?
I've liked." I'm sorry.
He killed all of those films. Suck it, X-Men Films. Emilio's here.
I've liked all X-Men films, but I still acknowledge that most of them were awful. And Erica says it's an Avatar Astrodon.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Because Terastodon does that ability. But it's not a 5/7 for 7 among 3 colors.
And Mocan says, I have killed all of the X-Men. Fair. And well
Hey,
done.
at the end of X-Men Legends 1, I almost killed all the X-Men. Because I did not do well against that final fight with Master Mold.
Well, Beast wasn't dead. He was just Dark Beast.
That was X-Men Legends 2, where he was Dark Beast.
God damn it. I still don't get it right.
This is cool. This was an interesting open today of these 10. Plus, I mean, hey, what a night. A lot of firsts, yeah.
You've killed all the X-Men that the writing didn't get first.
I'll tell this story. I don't know who this dude was because I never heard from him after this. But when I was in college, we had a club fair where you would go, for people who are unfamiliar, at least here in the States, but you would go out on the quad, and there were a bunch of tables set up, and each club had a table, and you would walk up, and if it sounded interesting to you, you could like sign up for their mailing list, and they would email you with like when meetings were and information and etc. This one guy I walked up to had a comic book club, and I had just started really getting into Marvel comics, and I walked up and I like noticed all the like obscure X-Men that were on his poster, and I commented, I was like, oh look, it's like this person. I was like, oh, that's Banshee right there. I love Banshee. I was like, I feel like a lot of people don't know Banshee. And the dude, like, you could tell like he was trying to be nice, and he just looked at me and he was like, yeah, they always kill off my favorite characters without asking me first. And I was like, okay, yep, thanks. And I like signed the sheet, and never, like I said, never heard from the dude again. I may have been the only person who signed up, and I would have felt awful if that was the case. I would have been interested to see what a comic book club would have looked like at my college, but didn't work out that way, and that's fine.
Well, yeah, he was pretty upset about all his favorite characters being dead.
Yeah, I don't look. I know how he feels, man. I've watched the Marvel movies. Oh God, it hurts.
Anywhoozle.
We've talked about this.
Mocan says, ugh, this draft was awful. Fairy Vandal beats. Then oops, no creatures. Then Mana Flood.
Yeah, I think Mocan, I think you got what we typically get. Because you had to balance the universe of us getting the 7-0
right
from our sealed. So I apologize for sending those bad vibes over across the sea like that. Across the ocean.
Beyond the sea. Mocan says, yes, you, the one who decides the speed at which X-Men die.
Yep, that sounds right.
Erica says, oh, did I tell you about the Gene comics I bought?
I think you may have, but I
did.
don't exactly remember, so you're more than welcome. Please tell us again. I will open 10 Kamigawa packs while we wait,
yes.
because I feel like it. And because we have 23, and I want to. Whoa!
That was sick.
Wow. Mythic Rare Wildcard. Tezzeret. First Tezzeret, Betrayer of Flesh. Blade of the Oni as well. Sick-ass art on this one.
Yeah.
Wow. A Farewell. And an Eater of Virtue. A Rare Wildcard. An Invoke Justice. Takanuma, Abandoned Mire. The Reality Chip. And Shigeki, Jukai Visionary. Very cool. Okay. I mean, Blade of the Oni and Tezzeret are sick. That's really cool. Equipped creature has base power and toughness 5/5, has menace, and is a black demon in addition to its other colors and types.
Again, seems unnecessary.
Oh, man, that's great. Okay. I like that. Let's do 10 more. Why the hell not?
Erica says,
Whoa.
so they're part of short mini arc where an AU younger Jean sees the Phoenix Force coming for her in a vision and goes to talk to other mutants who've hosted it to learn how to fight it.
That's amazing.
Holy shit.
AU stands for alternate universe, but
Okay.
otherwise that's awesome. By the way, speaking of awesome, boom, Wandering Emperor,
Yeah.
Nashi, Moon Sage's Scion,
Hell yeah.
and Kyrie, the Swirling Sky.
Wow.
Amazing. Also, Brilliant Restoration and Cloud Steel Kieran, because we did not open enough Busted White today, apparently. We also got Inventive Iteration, Mirror Box, Tribute to Hirobi / Echo of Death's Wail, Fable of the Mirror Breaker, aka Reflection of Kikijiki, and another rare wildcard.
Is that mirror box? Oh, that's a rare?
Yes.
Okay, never mind.
It's okay.
Oh god, I lost it, guys. I don't know where I'm at.
Yes.
Erica says, yeah, this version of Jean joined the academy when she was still young.
Awesome.
So we get moody like 19-year-old Jean, and I love it.
Nice.
Emilio says, I'm going to play Smash while I'm here listening, but I love you guys. I'm glad I can catch your streams regularly. If I can't respond before you finish, Have a great night. Love all of you.
Yeah, we love you too, buddy.
We do so much.
Enjoy Smash. And yeah, if you're here Friday, we'll start. Well, we're starting the Nuzlocke regardless. But if you're here Friday, we're starting the Nuzlocke. And regardless, we'll be back next Monday as always too. So.
And Erica says, "Love you too, Emilio Hart." And then Mocan says, "Kamigawa and Capenna have some of the best art in recent Magic." I have to agree.
I'm gonna disagree, but only slightly. Right? It's just like to be a slight contrarian. I think that they've been ramping up considerably recently in general. I loved Kaldheim art. Loved it. I thought Kaldheim was insane looking. And I don't disagree that Kamigawa looks amazing and Capenna looks amazing. I'm just saying I think it was a little earlier than Kamigawa as well.
It's like newer sets in general, man.
Yeah.
Erica says, "Aw, man, we opened a Nashi, my boy."
That's right. There he is. So yeah, everybody, that is going to be the end of this particular stream. This Friday, as you may have heard, we will be back, or here for the first time, for a Pokemon Fire Red Nuzlocke.
Hell yeah, guys. The chat has spoken.
Thank you all for your votes. Again, as we promised, those other games will absolutely be played, so please don't think that your vote went to waste. It was just to see what we were going to play next, and especially because nothing didn't get a vote.
Right.
It also shows that they are definitely things that we will all definitely plan to return to, as opposed to just like, we'll mention it and then nobody liked it and it was like, okay, maybe we'll reconsider. Right. No reason to reconsider. We will get to those in the future, so don't
do
you
them
worry.
all.
That's right. We will do the discussion on Friday of like what all the rules are, what like different nuances we're doing for things, etc. And things can change and evolve as we go along as well. I'll try to write down some rules so that I know like what I plan in terms of like the core rule set, and then anything that comes up from there we can decide it like as a group, or if it's something that is going to make things really difficult for me, I'm just going to executive decision make it, you know, however it's going to work so that I am still like mentally sound by the time we're done playing that game. Because I am mondo nervous about it. I really am. But excited.
Erica says, "Avenge your mom, Nashi, I believe in you."
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And Mocan says, "After you wet your feet on Nuzlocks, you need to try a randomized Nuzlocke in the future."
So randomized is definitely an option. I think we would do a randomized non-Nuzlocke first, just to show Amy what that even is and what that looks like.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Exactly. So we would do that first. And that would probably be a stream as well. I have so many Pokemon things that could be a stream. It's like, you know, I've got to like keep... I want to be able to do other things that aren't that, but also understand that people want that too. So I want to be able to like give people what they want in many different facets. And if people just want mono Pokemon, that's great. I just want to make sure that we're not excluding people who don't want Pokemon, you know, that kind of thing. So I want to mix it up a bit, but it's definitely on our list, Mocan. Don't you worry. I know how to do it. I want to do it, and I'm interested, but I want to do like a randomized non-Nuzlocke first to show Amy what that is and to see what that looks like in general, and then move on to Nuzlocking it, especially depending on how I do in this regular vanilla Nuzlocke, right? If I get my ass kicked, then I'm sure I'm not going to want to make it harder by randomizing it. So we will see. But I don't, like I said, I don't disagree with you.
Mocan says there's also some super cool fan games / ROM hacks I would love to recommend to you whenever you want a new Pokemon idea.
So I have a ton of them downloaded on my computer already.
A ton of them?
The fan games and ROM hacks?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought you had like one.
No, I have a number of them. I there's like, it's more technical stuff that I don't fully understand, because like I have the emulator and I have the randomizer. I've downloaded some of the files. I just don't fully know how to play them necessarily. Like I said, I've downloaded the files, but I don't know how to transfer them to make them work on the thing that I have. But we can, on a Friday at some point, like when we're near the end or whatever, I can like get into some technical stuff with folks who know.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Marcus says, "Y'all know me. I'm down for Pokemon things."
Hell yeah, man.
And Mocan says, "Pokemon Gold, but all Pokemon are randomly fused is a very interesting one.
I've seen that one. That one would be so far in the future because there's so many things with just the regular Pokemon as they exist without making like their move set randomized and their typing randomized. Like that to me is a little bit much in my personal opinion. If it's something that people want, then I will do it. But like I said, that's going to be way off after we've done a lot more of the conventional stuff. I think, you know, those are the types of games that people who are Pokemon streamers will play because they've played every other baseline game. Like we haven't even played the tertiary mainline games yet. So like I want to make sure that we get all of those basic things in there first, especially for Amy's sake, as we're trying to go through things that Amy's never seen before making it super complicated and giving me that much more of a challenge. I don't mind a challenge, but the whole point of the channel in the first place is to introduce Amy to things that she's never experienced before. And so because the remakes existed in the way that they exist, that's what gave me the idea of like, I want to do a Nuzlocke because it's great content and people will really enjoy it, but I can do it in the context of a remake so that people will, so that Amy can see what the remakes look like, but it's not just, hey, you want to play Red again? Like, you know, it's a little bit different as well.
Erica says, and Fire Red is a good idea for Nuzlocke. Not super hard, but very few trivial encounters towards the end. Full randomizers are a nightmare, Marcus says.
Agreed.
Mocan says, completely understandable. Yeah, doing challenge runs of the remakes makes sense.
Yeah, I just figured like it would be something to be able to like, I don't know, put a bit of a twist on it instead of, like I said, instead of like, let's play Red again, but with fancier graphics. And with what Erica was saying, I like the idea of Fire Red, especially because I'm so familiar with Red. And like Fire Red does some changes here and there, but like I know the root really well. And an important thing about Nuzlocke is having that game knowledge so that you're not like, maybe at some point in the future I'll do it, right? I don't want to write off anything, but I think doing a blind Nuzlocke is a little much for myself personally, because I want to know what the Pokemon types are and everything like that. Like that's important to me because game knowledge is important. Like if we're trying to do like some of the Kaizo hacks or whatever, which Amy's not going to understand, we'll get to that point. But like if I'm doing like,
should I just walk away?
No, you're fine. If I'm going to do like Kaizo hacks or whatever, like I'm not going to Nuzlocke them necessarily the first time I play them. They're super hard for a reason. So like I want to be able to like try it out first and see what it looks like and etc. So there's a lot of different things that we can do. And like Mocan, I liked what the phrasing that you used. After I wet my feet on Nuzlocke. So I am dipping my toe in the pond with this Nuzlocke that we're starting on Friday. As you heard, because we gave those options, there are a lot of different games that we want to play. So I'm trying to toe the line between starting a Nuzlocke and giving it a try versus diving headfirst into mono Pokemon content creation. There is literally nothing wrong with that, and I watch a fair number of Pokemon content creators as well, and I like the things that they do. I'm just not ready to do that or not interested in doing that right now because what we're doing with Video Games for All is different, you know?
Yeah, and I wouldn't be interested in doing that either.
Correct.
Even if I do like Pokemon a lot, like I need some variance in the stuff that we do.
Well, and the whole point of the channel is to introduce you to games that you've never played before, which is basically all of them. And so to limit it to Pokemon is doing you a huge disservice,
right,
especially when you just heard everybody giving their opinions on all these other games that they really like and enjoy, right? Shadow of the Colossus, the Arkham series, like there's an infinite number of games are it's not infinite, but there are a large number of games that like viewers would be missing out on and you would be really missing out on. And then for me, for the selfish side of it, I'd be missing out on seeing your reaction to.
Right.
I've experienced these games. I've played them. I know how good they are. I want to see how Amy likes them or if she does or what she thinks of them.
Mocan says, yeah, doing challenge runs of...
He said,
I read that one already?
Yeah.
Okay, Erica says, and if you aren't into Nuzlocke, monotype and solo runs are also viable challenge runs.
That's absolutely correct. Especially like, you know, it could even be like something that where we go into it and like I'm only allowed to catch Pokemon that Amy likes. You know what I mean? Like something like that. Like there's a lot of different options and that stuff I'm definitely down for.
Emilio says that's true love.
It's true, man. You know, like I said, I've experienced all this stuff before, and the whole idea is to let Amy do the same. So that's why we started the channel. That was the pitch to Amy that she happily accepted, and so, you know, we're going from there.
Mocan says, I do wonder if there's space for like a slightly longer one-shot stream of smaller indie, more gimmicky games. Makes sense occasionally.
It doesn't not make sense. I think right now for us, a couple of things. One, we are at a little bit of a transitionary state for our like work lives or personal lives in that way. So we're not ready to like, because if we're going to add in streams like that, I would want it to be a more regular thing where we're able to say, you know what, once every 3 months or once every 2 months or once a month or something like that. Like where we'd be able to say, you know, every third Tuesday we're going to do, you know what I mean? But like, I don't know. Like, so that's the kind of thing where I would want it to be able to be consistent, and we are not able to commit to that right now, but I don't hate that idea.
Right. Erica says there's a very pure love in the idea of love these things. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's fine.
I love these things so much and want you to experience them.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, that's like being able to share that with other people is special
because it's
as well.
not just Joe wanting to see how I react to that stuff. The whole point of the channel is so that you all can see that too when you're having your nostalgic moments with these games that you love. You can see how I'm reacting to it as being completely unaware of it going in. Yeah,
I mean, like Pokemon has been an amazing example of that over on Video Games for All, which, by the way, if people are unaware, over on Video Games for All, link down in the description box below, we play Pokemon every Tuesday. A new episode comes out. So definitely go check those out.
You guys and your videos bring me such immense joy. Well, you bring us immense joy, Erica.
I was just going to say, you all and your comments bring us immense joy. It's fantastic. And we really appreciate, like, seeing people enjoying this stuff. What I will say is, for something like that, in terms of, like, other people watching and enjoying the discovery aspect of things, I truly recommend, and I'm not just saying this because it's currently, of the 3 series that are going up, our worst performing. I actually mean it. Final Fantasy VII is incredible for that. Amy blows Dave and I away throughout, like, especially as we get further on in the game, which is coming, if it's not already here, it's coming soon in terms of some of the episodes that are going up now. Like, that game starts getting a little nuts. In the like in some of the most mind-blowing ways. So if you have not been watching, I encourage you to do so. Again, not because it gives us views. I couldn't give a damn about that. I care because it's interesting content and it deserves to be seen.
Erica says, I meant that so sincerely. You are authentically good and wonderful people, and the happiness that fills me when you guys experience stuff that made my childhood bright is like I could cry. Good, Erica. That's so much more than what we could have asked for.
Yeah, I really appreciate kind of being able to, like, one, entertain, right? That's an amazing thing. And especially because I'm enjoying seeing Amy go through all this stuff, right? But I also really enjoy seeing other people's reactions. Like, when we brought Dave in here for Final Fantasy VII, and, like, again, it's not really a spoiler, I don't think, but by the time we get to the end of the game, Dave is saying things like, "This is insane!" like it really, like, and I say it then, and so you'll hear me say it then, but I'll say it now. That's why I do that. That's why we started making what we started making.
Right.
Not because it was like, oh, Pokemon gets thousands of views, let's do it. No.
It was for the reactions. It was for the ability to be like, wow. What?
Yeah.
you know?
I mean, like, for Amy being able to face Red and have the reaction of, like, seeing that level 81 Pikachu and going, what the fuck? That's hilarious to me. I want that all the time. It's so funny. Right? Or, you know, like any and all of those things. That's exactly what I want out of this little experiment.
Mocan says, when I finish up my final assessment for the summer, I'll use that channel for binge watching purposes.
Hell yeah. I
Mocan,
highly recommend it. I really do. And again, not because it gives us any benefit whatsoever one way or another, except the joy. Like, sure, when I see large view numbers, I'm not excited because of the dollar amounts that it has not yielded yet at all, right? It's not about that at
slightest.
all. No. It's because people like it. People watch it. Like, one of our most successful series over there, obviously, is Pokemon Red. 100%, no question. But our second most popular series is Bendy and the Ink Machine.
Yeah.
That it must have like such a cult following.
Yeah.
I was just so happy with the response to that. And it's still getting views.
It's a great game.
Yeah, agreed.
I can't blame people for wanting to see videos of people playing it.
Yeah.
Erica says, I'm so excited to the way you all react to the actual absurd nonsense that happens at the end of Ace Attorney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just rewatching one of them because I was doing the metadata for the finale for the last episode. And yeah, like they get insane.
Right. They really do.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to people seeing those. I'm loving doing the thumbnails. They're super fun.
Emilio says, I love it. You guys are just real, and I appreciate it. We appreciate you, because
right?
You're just real and great. And Marcus says, that Bendy playthrough was wild.
It was fun, man. Because there are some of these games like Ocarina of Time, Super Mario 64, the Pokemon games that we've played so far, where I've played these games a million times. And so, like, to me, it's somewhat second nature, but... for Amy, it's not. But for games like Bendy and Phoenix Wright and things like that, they're kind of blind playthroughs for me too.
Right. They're brand new games for him just as much as they are for me.
Yeah.
You know, I have less context because I have less video game context, right?
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that he can't experience the crazy stuff with a reaction the same way I can, you know? And arguably me and just being my like monotone self that I used to be. I'm less like that now, but I used to be just like super monotone and like not caring about shit. So like arguably there's some like potential for his reactions to be even bigger than mine for some of these games.
Oh god, again, Ace Attorney big time.
Yeah.
I get real tilted during that playthrough, so stay the hell tuned.
Yeah.
That's for damn sure.
Erica says the thumbnails are actually iconic. Is that for Phoenix, right?
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Thank you. Mocan says, I personally haven't played a lot of classic games. Despite living on the internet, I never really got drawn to them to the point of wanting to play them. So I can experience them alongside you.
Yeah.
Cool. That would be great.
Yeah.
And Emilio says, I love those thumbnails. And Erica says, I feel like we're just friends hanging out and playing games together. And that vibe is so precious, particularly having found it during a pandemic that prevents me actually doing that.
And
yes.
First of all, thank you.
That's kind of what we were hoping for.
100%. I mean, first of all, it's why we started streaming, and then we just kept it going because we wanted to, and it's incredible. But two, you know, Amy was out of work for safety reasons, and thank God for it. And I was working from home, but also in between projects where I was still getting paid. So we were doing things where we would wake up in the morning and just record.
Right. And that was pretty much all we did.
But that's why I have a list here. Let me see if I can find it quickly enough without this being weird that I'm taking so much time.
Well,
hey, I found it.
I can read the next one while you're doing that.
Okay.
Emilio says, I'm also old and I don't want to play the games. So it's fun to watch other people play and react. Okay, that's an interesting perspective as well.
Sure.
Right?
And you know what? I'm also fully aware of the financial aspect.
Yeah.
Buying into older systems and older games that cost like $1 million, that's not really as much of a thing.
Especially if it's vintage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have a list here where it goes, because of the games that we've played already, or the episodes that we've filmed already, we have content. Like, I know what content is going up on Video Games for All up to 2024. Genuinely up to 2024.
Yeah.
Because we filmed so much while we were stuck at home during the pandemic. And it never, thank God, it never really got to the, because I don't know what I would have done with myself, but it never got to the point of like, I'm so bored. What can we do? We're stuck at home.
We had things to do
the whole time, which was such a gift.
Right.
I really appreciated that. And so the fact that you're all enjoying all those things that we did is even better. Cherry on top.
Exactly. Mocan says, very happy I decided to look up the Capenna early access event, and that yours was the only channel YouTube recommended.
Yeah, not for nothing. First of all, thank you, and that's awesome.
Yes.
Second of all, thank you for the subscription. I just saw it, so I appreciate that.
Thank you, Mocan.
And that's on Video Games for All, because I know you were already subbed here. But I appreciate that was the thing. Weirdly, and I mean, I get it to a degree, but it seems like a lot of the streamers that were doing the early access event were all on Twitch. So the fact that like we were one of the few that were here is also something that helped us out a lot. I mean, if you look at those numbers are insane. It was like 330 plus people watched us that day. And I mean, that was maybe some of you coming, then leaving, then coming back because we were on for 15 goddamn hours.
Right.
But still, that's still incredible numbers, and we really appreciate that. So thank you, all of you, for coming and joining us.
Yeah, so
for any
we
and
were
all of the
YouTube's last resort.
No, we were YouTube's...
And it worked well.
Yeah, we were YouTube's only port in a storm.
Exactly. Erica says, so like, I hope this comes across how I mean it, but I don't think of you guys as the Geek for All YouTube channel. When I think of you and this channel, I think my friends Joe and Amy.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
Yeah, I definitely think that comes across. I mean, I don't know exactly how you mean it, but I appreciate how it came across.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that works. Because, yeah, and that's great. That's important.
Yeah, and I will say, Erica, to you specifically, that we were kind of crushed when you couldn't come to New York and see us in person.
Yeah.
And so was Pygmalion.
Yeah.
Pygmalion, who has kind of only seen you in passing some of the times in some of the streams on chat, wanted to see you, and he was sad that you couldn't come. So
look, we try our best. Like, PAX East just happened, and we had friends that went, and they had an amazing time, despite the fact one of our friends was mentioning to us that like you could tell that some stuff was still cut down because of like lack of being at full capacity, which makes perfect sense, right? But we went to PAX Unplugged, and we felt safe, and it turned out well, knock on wood, for doing that back in December. But we would like to, kind of start doing stuff like that in the future. No promises for anything coming up, by the way.
Right.
But if there's something coming up where it's like, a thing like kind of on the East Coast, so like hopefully we don't have to fly there. Because we
really can't afford to do that.
I would love to go to like a Magic Fest Vegas like all the other content creators do.
Right.
But like, we're not Saffron Olive, right? Saffron Olive lives like arguably within like an hour or two of us.
Right.
But he's a big creator and gets paid to come to those types of events.
Exactly.
We would have to pay our own way, and that's not an option now.
Yeah, we just can't. Mocan says, nah, you were YouTube putting its best foot forward for once in its life. Thank you, Mocan.
That's super awesome. Thank you. That's really nice.
And Erica says, one of these days we'll just have to talk over a video call and just be pals. Heart.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, you've made multiple suggestions, and I appreciate each and every one of them, by the way, of like TTRPG type stuff, or walking us through a particular game that like that you've played many times and or consider yourself to be an expert in, that kind of thing. So yeah, it is not lost on me, and it's not something that I've ignored, I promise. It's just, like I said, as we try to schedule our lives through this hectic world, it's in the back of my mind. And then when there's a time where those things can be planned with like further out when we know what's going on
Right.
6 months from now and are confident
If
that
that ever happens
yes,
again.
yeah, that we're like confident that our lives are at a more steady pace or
God.
predictable pace. But yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
I don't know if I'm holding my breath for that one, to be perfectly honest, but yeah.
Just heard your phone go off, I think.
I don't think that was my phone, but
You
I
don't?
don't know what it was. No.
Oh well, anyway.
It sounded like a music box.
Oh, I thought it was your phone going ba-ding, as it does.
No.
Regardless, guess what, everybody? This was an amazing night. I really enjoyed tonight a
Yeah.
lot. Not
And
just
you
for
guys
the
are such fucking rock stars. Thank you so much.
yeah, not just for the 7 wins. Like it's great.
Just in every respect.
Absolutely. In fact, the 7 wins were like the least of it. I think.
My heart is full and warm, and y'all are great, and you make me happy. Yes, you make us happy as well.
You guys all make us happy. This is fantastic, and I like these streams have become kind of more and more full of awesome people.
Yeah.
And so we really appreciate that. We appreciate you all taking the time and joining us because it's an absolute blast.
Yeah, this community that we're kind of creating here
Yeah.
is meaningful.
Hell
and I
yeah.
want you guys to know that.
Yeah.
I think you deserve to hear that from me.
Yeah.
And like literally, like I have talked to my therapist about how great this community is
Good.
and how much that means to me.
It helps.
So
That's good.
Greg says, I've been listening, guys. Smile. Chat has been fantastic tonight. You guys are awesome. Yes, my sentiments exactly, Greg. And Mocan says, looking forward to when you become established enough to where you can dedicate more time to it and we get multiplayer streams. Tongue sticky outy face.
I am 100% down for that. Yeah. We need there's obviously a lot of things we would need for that, but I would be excited for it, no question.
Right.
So
We're taking things a step at a time. So, the
But-
next thing is this Nuzlocke.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
then there'll be a thing after that, and then there'll be a thing after that, and it'll keep going.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, like we there was a time where we had like asked to be sponsored to play Midnight Suns, the new Marvel game that was coming out, and then
Yeah.
that game got kind of delayed, which I totally understand, and I wouldn't want to push them on that. If we asked for the opportunity to, or we got the opportunity to try out the new Magic Legends game that is now gone.
yeah.
But we got the chance to try that out, which was great. So like we're doing things. Greg is here. We have a great sponsoring LGS.
Yes,
that,
we do.
That allows us to be there for pre-releases, and we enjoy the privilege of that all the time because that's something that has been a really awesome constant and something that we can kind of point to say like, hey, we have a store that like trusts us to run these events, and we've been loyal and we've been making these videos for years now, and so yeah.
Yeah. Greg says, smile, smile, forever and ever, guys.
Hell yeah. It's an absolute blast. We love it. And
That's
again,
an honor.
and again, it helps the store as well, where we get to say, hey, you know what? They're an amazing community.
Right.
And an amazing group of people. Come to our stream. You get to meet Emilio and Greg from the
Right.
store. And then when you go there, you can say, hey, I'm this person from Joe and Amy's chat or whatever. Like, just that kind of thing. That means a lot to me as well,
Right.
that we're able to expand the community into, again, real world meetings or
Right.
whatever. It's really cool. So
And in a previous stream, I spoke to Emilio about Steve, who's the other owner
correct.
of Champion.
Yes.
Hello.
It's,
I was like thinking the
it's
word
the-
collection.
well, because it's right, because it's the toss up of whether you just call it champion or whether you want to say champion card collector. In
Yeah, it
Poughkeepsie,
was like
New
my
York,
brain
right?
was just like not happening on that.
That's happened to me before. Where I'm like, do I say the abbreviated version or like make sure that people know the full name?
No, yeah. Anyway, so I was talking about Steve and what a great business person he is. But I mean, right now we're talking about this great community that is becoming established for our streams. And Greg is really the person who I think formed such a great and loving community at Champion.
Okay.
He's the reason
Sure.
why Champion is amazing. It's the place where you know you can go and you don't have to feel like there's going to be that asshole there. No one there is that asshole.
It's true.
It's just a great community. And Greg is the reason for that.
Well,
I
what he
truly
says.
believe that. Mocan says, don't rub in the fact that you have actually active LGSs, you lucky devils.
I'm so sorry, Mocan. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no. Erica says, I'm going to cry. Ah. Greg says, it's our whole team. I try, though. Smile. Your whole team keeps propelling it forward.
Well,
but
and
you created it.
Well, and I was going to say, don't forget, right? It's fostered at the
Right.
top as well, right?
Yeah.
That's, you get to kind of make sure that it stays that way one way or another.
Exactly. And Marcus just says hearts. 3 yellow hearts.
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah, we love you guys, and you're amazing.
I'm like hardly focused on the fact that it's hot as fuck in here right now.
Yeah, you are like actively sweating
It's
as we're
hot.
sitting here.
We had to shut
We
the
shut
window
the
at the start of the
'cause there were
stream.
People outside being
Well,
very loud.
they know they were here for the 15-hour stream. It was
Exactly.
it was the children screaming outside again, and because it's such a short stream, it was like we could shut the door. We're not here for 15 hours, but yeah.
Greg says, it's also a lot later than normal, LOL. Yeah. It's 11 o'clock, so I'm sure we can open it at this point. Emilio says, when you have good bosses, it makes it easy to stay positive.
See? Called it.
Good, Emilio. I think you should hear yourself say that. And at certain moments where you're kind of forgetting that, let it be in there. Revisit it.
That's right.
Okay. And Greg says, we call this bonus Joe and Amy time.
Again, like we said, we streamed 15 hours. This is nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no, we did a third hour. Whatever will we do?
Well, I have been craving. I got this like amazing. Well, I don't know if it's amazing. I haven't tried it yet. But I got this honeydew melon sorbet that I'm very much looking forward to trying.
Look at you.
So I was like looking at the clock at like an hour ago, and I was like 9:56. Okay, I'm gonna get to try this ice cream, But that's fine. And Erica says, y'all really do give me such great stuff to look forward to every week between the streams and videos. Good. And we get you through the storm.
That's
as
right.
Well.
Thank God. I'm glad that it came out on the other side and that you were still able to be here with us to enjoy all of this that's just happened. So that's great.
Yeah, you didn't even lose power, so we could be there with you the whole time.
That's right.
Emilio says, laugh my ass off. Well, I love you guys. Have a great night.
Have a great night, Emilio. Thank you so much.
We love you too.
As a friendly reminder to all of you, I'll do my shameless plug. We kind of talked about it a bit through everything that we were talking about. But don't forget, tomorrow on Video Games for All, Pokemon Sapphire. And in fact, this time, I mentioned it last week and I was totally wrong. Tomorrow, Amy faces Roxanne for the first time in Pokemon Sapphire. So stay tuned for that. I wonder if she wins. Then on Wednesday, we have another episode of that Final Fantasy VII playthrough that I was talking about. So definitely check that out. Feel free to read that off.
Erica says, good night. Much love forever and always. Much love to you forever and always, and we will see you next time.
That's right. And Sunday, we'll be back Friday for the stream of our first ever Nuzlocke on the channel. My first ever public Nuzlocke. I've tried things out. It went not well. And we'll see. How
about that, guys?
It's gonna be great. Don't worry about it.
Hey, you could keep winning at Magic and then stink up a Nuzlocke and it would even it out.
Yeah, and except that the Nuzlocke's free. So yes, that should definitely occur. So I don't have to spend any money on this.
Mocan wouldn't have to lose to balance out our wins.
It's true. Yeah.
Greg says, good night, guys. Smile. You guys are the greatest.
You're all the greatest.
You are.
We appreciate it. And then Sunday, if you come early for Friday's stream, you'll see the preview for, in fact, if you watch this VOD back, you'll see it too. But the preview for the thumbnail for this Sunday's video, unless you want to be surprised, and that's fine too.
Erica says, I will be Nuzlocking with you.
That's awesome. That's like Marcus was saying, if we picked the Arkham series, that he would have played it alongside us. Emilio talked about playing Shadow of the Colossus alongside us. So that I'm down. I'm down.
Mocan said he was going to play something alongside us too. What did Mocan say?
I do not. Well, he tonight was playing Magic alongside us. Technically.
Well, that's true, but it was something else. I thought. Whatever. I'm losing my mind at this point.
Amy's just got that sorbet floating around in her brain, and that's all she's focused on.
No, it's not.
I'm just messing with you. I'm messing with you.
No, it's just it's just been long.
That will be this Friday. We hope to see you all. Don't forget, all of our streams are Mondays and Fridays, 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern time, right here on this channel, Geek for All. And as I have not said tonight, I don't think, don't forget, no matter what channel you're on, to subscribe and ring that bell. Mocan did it earlier. He subscribed, so don't forget to do that. On any of the channels that you're on. If you're watching this on the VOD, don't hesitate and be here for the live streams. You can be part of this amazing community. Speaking of the amazing community, Amy, you've got some work to do, lady. Let's go.
I do. Yeah, I'm gonna work it. No.
We want to thank so very much for being here.
Yes, Erica, Greg, Emilio, Marcus, Mocan. We also had
No.
Battle was here tonight for a short period of time.
Correct.
Always good to see you. Elfo was here early on. Always good to see you and find out how you're doing on your health journey recently.
And Rich.
Rich was here as well. Good to see him because we don't get to see him that often.
Yeah, this chat does not go back as far as I want it to, but I believe that's everybody.
No, yeah, cut it off.
Yeah.
But
we said Alpha, right? Yeah.
Yes, we did.
So then, yeah. I think that is everyone. And if we missed anybody, we appreciate you. And if you did not hear your name mentioned, but you were watching or lurking or whatever you want to call it, we appreciate you too. Yes. You just didn't hear your exact name mentioned because we didn't see you in chat. And just because we have been giving this big love fest to everybody, we would love to have you join us in chat as well. So that we can give you the shout out at the end as is appropriate. Right. Or just, you can let us know how your day's going, right. Good or bad. We don't judge. In fact, if you need a pick me up of a hello and hope that you're doing well, we would love to give that as well.
Yeah, we'll try.
Speaking of which, we hope that you have an amazing week ahead. Like we mentioned, we'll be back live on Friday, so definitely stay tuned for that. But, thank you all so very much. This is, again, what an amazing night.
Yeah.
3+ hours of stream, totally worth it. And so, for now, from us here at the Geek for All family of channels, I have been Joe.
And I'm Amy.
Please do not forget to continue to stay safe and happy and healthy. That's you and yours. That is super, super important to us and to life in general. So please do that.
We love you all.
Exactly.
So please take care of yourselves.
Definitely. And as we always say, in whichever video or stream of ours you watch next, we will see you all next time. Thanks, everybody.